Blessings wasn't creating simple. My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. How you all doing? Those of you new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you returning back, welcome. Sending you all peace, love, and light. Those of you who would like to hit that like button, please do so. Those of you feeling urged to hit that subscribe button, please do so. If you've already subscribed to the channel, please go back and check to make sure you're still subscribed to the channel and that your notification bells are on. And if somebody's doing personal readings under the guises of my name, it's a lie. Don't give them no money because I'm not doing personal readings. Although I can, but I'm not. Okay? I do not reach out to people for personal readings. So if somebody's been doing readings under my name, posing as me, you are dealing with an imposter. It is not me. All right. This energy is heavy, y'all. I've been sitting here all day, breaking out in tears. Don't know why, and I start journaling, okay, because I'm trying to process the feelings and emotions that were coming through, and they weren't mine. I didn't even get to finish. I have a tarot deck journal. A tarot journal, tarot card journal. I didn't get to finish it, but the energy I was getting from whoever is projecting was guilt, depression. My energy was lonely, disapproval, awful, aggressive, mad, hurt, humiliated, and insecure. Okay? And I feel like you're going to be amazed at something. I don't know what, but something's going to amaze you. All right. Something's going to show up when you least expect it. I'm not sure what this is or what else going on in this energy, but we're going to see. Peace and blessings. How you doing, Ollie? How y'all doing? But what you didn't see or know about this person was some type of investigator who was getting, that's good, who was getting some type of evidence on a third party, okay? In the process of getting evidence on this third party, and I feel like this third party was part of the reason why you went through some type of natural disaster in your life, okay? So this person that you're dealing with, this possibly your twin flame, they were investigating somebody who was doing something to disrupt your life, cause problems in your life. All right. And in the process, your person treated you like a temporary option. That's the guilt. Okay. That's the sadness. They're disgusted with the way they treated you. And you could be disgusted with how they treated you. Okay. But your twin flame person did this for good reason. All right. The whole time they've been MIA or not in communication with you, this person, all they thinking about is calling you and hooking up with you with digital whispers. They want to come back in. All right. They know your walls are built up. And they feel these walls closing in and they ready to charge in and break them down, okay? So by Christmas, you may be hearing something from your person. There may be some type of celebration going on with you and your person, all right? Your person always viewed you as a blessing in their life. And you need to understand that your person was a blessing in your life as well, even if it does not look that way. Okay, your person had to move a certain kind of way due to their occupation with evidence. All right, detection, investigation, proof. Your person was investigating a third party, gathering proof that they did something to cause some type of disruption in your life. Okay, And then you put these walls up because of how they treated you. Your person wants to apologize for that. All right. This person that they was dealing with was a temporary option, not you. Okay. And I feel like your person is ready to charge back in and tear down these walls that they know they caused you to build up. All right. So, this person know that you've been working on your self-love, and your person has been working on their self-love as well. I feel like they're mirroring you, but the moment the two of you are together, there is somebody that's going to come running back in your person's life trying to offer them the world. This is somebody that could have even done a binding spell on your person to keep them stuck. Peace and blessings. How you doing? It's that girl. Whoever this is coming back trying to apologize to your person, this is somebody that may have done a binding spell, and they may have gotten evidence about this as well. This is somebody that didn't want to let your person go, or tried to intervene, or kind of try to, like somebody tried to come in and sit on your throne. You know, when it was always destined to be your throne. Somebody tried to come sit on your throne when it wasn't theirs to sit on. Okay? And I feel like your person allowed this because this person was a person of interest in whatever case they was building on, got to get this evidence, okay? So, I feel like Spirit wants to apologize to you as well, or your ancestors, because your twin flame journey has been very difficult. And they knew the risk, but you weren't completely aware of the risk that you would have to take on this twin flame journey. Although it's frustrating, you have survived everything that was thrown at you. And your person is like, they just see you as somebody that's truly blessed. You know? Even though they've watched all this. Your person watched all this, but they had to, it's like spiritually, this person had your hand the whole time. Physically, they did not, but spiritually, they had your hand the whole time. I feel like this person, their greatest fears was something happening to you worse than you not surviving what was thrown at you, okay? So this person gave you small tokens of love when you was giving them all your love. And now, with this wall that you've built, you're holding back all this love. And this person, and with small doses of love, is going to tear this wall back down. Okay? So, we got digital whispers. These are the situations. Connections feel real, but lack depth, and craving physical touch while trapped in screen. So, it's like your person could be looking, if you're not talking to your person, they could be, or if you have talked to your person via video call, possibly, they could have wanted to kiss you in that moment. If you're not in communication with your person, they may have photos of you. They could be looking at your photos and kissing your photos. You may be feeling like ghost kisses on your face or your cheek somewhere. That is your person kissing you every time, possibly kissing you right below your bottom lip and your chin. Okay, you may be feeling kisses, ghost kisses there. That's your person kissing the phone. You're feeling them through your energetic connection. It says, embracing each other digitally, but the longing for touch remains. Your person can't wait to touch you again. It's an electric, tumultuous connection that is damaging and poisonous. The connection that they was in, okay, was dangerous and poisonous. So your person treated you like a temporary option to get you to walk away, to get you to back off. Okay? I'm sorry for only focusing on the message we exchange, not the emotions behind them. I should have looked deeper into what you were really saying. Your person feels like you could have warned them about something, okay? And they didn't listen, or they didn't dig into it deeper, or you thought they didn't. Hello? You thought they weren't paying attention. But I feel like with evidence here, this person took every word you said in stride and went after these people that did cause this problems in your life, okay? Which you don't know. You're not aware of. Because they treated you like a temporary option. View you as a temporary option, not serious relationship. This is how you looked at your person, like they treated you like a temporary option. But that's furthest from the truth, okay? I feel like you was this person's everything. But because of the disasters that was happening in your life, your person went to get down to the bottom of this, okay? Your person could be somebody of authority. Okay? Let's see. Because your person was working this job, they could only do small favors and was unable to give anything more. That's because of they was trying to keep from blowing their cover. They wanted to give you more though, but because of the situation, like I said, can only offer small gestures and minor tokens of affection. So your person may have, the moments that y'all shared, those were brief encounters that they was hoping that you will hold on to. That's all your person wanted to give you. But if you look at this card, I'm gonna show y'all in a minute, but if you look at this card, ain't nothing but love between y'all. Okay, this man wanted to give you way more, and even though his box was small, his box tokens of love were small, they meant the world to him. He wished he could have gave you more, because he was working on this case. He was not able to give you more than he wanted to. He wants to apologize for that. Okay? This person wants your forgiveness. They are planning to confess what they did, why they was doing what they was doing, and what they found out. Okay? About these people that was causing a natural disaster in your life. Alright, this was somebody that went to work to protect you, to take down your enemies behind the scenes that you was not aware of. You were not aware of, but ego can easily drive us to trust what we see and not what we actually feel, and that's what happened. Because if you trust what you feel, it would be a totally different story. There's nothing but love here for your person. That's all you feel for your person, but your ego is speaking louder than your heart. Okay? Plus the fact you went through hell and you felt like your person turned their back on you for another, but that's not true. That's not true. They did not turn their back on you for another. It just appeared that way because they was gathering evidence on this person. Okay? So, with that being said, walls closing in. Removing the walls built by cultural differences or sexual orientation. So you probably got some walls built up. All right. With sexual orientation, it could have been more of a sexual connection between you and your person, which is another reason why you built all these walls up. And then, or others divided that once, or other divides that once seemed unbreakable. There is no more space for denial, only for resolution. So, like I said, the divide it wasn't a true divide. Your person masked who they were, how they felt, on purpose. Okay? And if he put these walls up, it was to protect you. Like, I gotta put these walls up between us because you can't come where I'm going. To keep you safe, I'm putting these walls up. I'm gonna do. He did something to make you build some walls. Either both of y'all built these walls, or he helped you create these walls on purpose to keep you safe from what he was going into the darkness to take care of. Okay. Let me show you how I'm looking at this. How y'all doing? All right. So your person sometimes investigating, getting evidence. The whole time, all he's been thinking about kissing your pictures or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever transpired in that last conversation was done on purpose to build these walls to keep you safe on the outside of the darkness. He's inside with the darkness. You see what I'm saying? I don't feel like this person's in jail, but I feel like these walls was his own prison, as if he put himself in his heart and feeling in prison to keep himself from pulling you in, because you wanted to go, but he ain't letting you go. Okay, so whatever he did caused this wall to come up. That's why he knows how to tear it down. See what I'm saying? He's planning to take charge and break through those walls that he built up once he's done with the job, once he's completed the case. Okay, so by Christmas there's going to be some celebration. Both of y'all are going to come together, and this masculine's going to do whatever. Okay, he's planning to commit to you. Y'all may be committed in a committed relationship come Christmas. Okay, but whoever this is, this karmic, this third party, they're not done. All right, the enemy, they're going to frustrate your person to the point where they're going to try to come in and apologize for some shit they did, and your person may snap. Okay, because this person is going to try to make it this person is going to try to make it look like that they did something that they shouldn't have done when this person was committed to you. Those energetic cores. You see what I'm saying? Your person's finna snap on whoever this third party is, because they're going to try to make it look like more than what it is. Gonna come in, you know what I'm saying, trying to offer them something when your person loves you. This apology is what they're trying to offer them to get them to come back. They may even try to offer them gifts. Okay? But I feel more so that this is your person's energy toward you. They know they gave you small gifts. Like I said, your person could be some type of detective. You see, he's in his suit and tie. All right? Lawyers, detective, or somebody that's in a high legal position. All right. So around about Christmas time, you may come into union with your person, and there's going to be an altercation because somebody's going to come in fake crying, fake apologizing, acting like they're innocent, trying to cause problems, trying to be a third wheel in y'all's connection. Okay. And we finna break that down once I get back into here. Alright, so with charge, breakthrough, pushing beyond your comfort zone and discovering new capabilities, allowing yourself to be open and grow stronger through transparency. Your person is coming through. He's trying to break the walls down, okay? And he's planning on being transparent so that y'all can have this breakthrough and coming back together. It says there is so many barriers stopping us from being together. I'm trying my best to become a better person so I can knock down the walls for you and eventually with you. So, like I said, he put these walls up to protect you. All right? So he wants to knock down the walls that he put up to protect you, whether he blocked you or pushed you away, whatever he did. He's wanting to tear these walls down and then want to come in with you and tear down the rest of the walls that he helped create by treating you like a temporary option. Okay? Your person is finna tell you the truth about who they are, what they do. If they ain't never told you their true profession, you're finna find out. Because they're finna tell you. This person loves you more than anything, okay? I feel like you are their world. And they'll be damned if they let somebody come in and hurt you. That's what type of connection you finna have. You finna have a die-hard, I love you and I dare a bitch come fuck with you type of man come in your life. And I also feel like a God-fearing man. You know what I'm saying? Who walks and speaks with authority. Who is truly a blessing in your life. All right, I'm finna pull some more messages from this person, and let's see. Also, if I call, I'm being told this. PS side note: if y'all watching readers and they doing zodiacs, you need to start looking at readings that's doing zodiacs for the house that it represents, not per se because you're Aries or a Taurus. That it may, because Taurus is about money, Aries is about your character, how you're being seen. So I feel like what Spirit wants y'all to know when y'all look at these readings and y'all looking at zodiacs, don't always look for your sign because the message could be reversed. And I feel like I'm being told to explain that because somebody may have gotten with, if I read this another way, somebody else could have put these walls between you and your person. That could be the evidence as well. They could be watching readings on their phone and probably hooked up with the wrong person and realized that was a natural disaster, treated you like a third wheel, take it how it resonate now, okay, due to the fact they was looking at readings based off zodiacs, okay, and whoever this karmic was, okay, whoever this karmic was played along as if they was divine feminine, but they was not. They was karmic in nature. So I'm being told to read this way for those of you who are looking at readings and you go to a reader and the title catches you and the fact that it's your sign, you watch it, but then you're confused in the energy, okay? Or you're cross-watching, thank you. You're cross-watching for your person, all right? And sometimes the energy will come out for your person in a karmic sign. Say I'm a Capricorn, right? Say my person is a Leo, and they dealing with a Gemini. My person, I go looking. I could go. My person could. I'm knowledgeable about tarot, so it wouldn't confuse me. But for my person, say if he cross watching Gemini's reading, okay, not knowing that me being a Capricorn, my rising is a Gemini. You see what I'm saying? He's not realizing that he's hearing my energy instead of the karmics. You see what I'm saying? So you could be cross-watching and watch a reading for a Gemini because you're with a Gemini, but then not realizing your person you're meant to be with may have that in their strong placement. So you really have to use your discernment when you're going by zodiacs and pay attention to the storyline. That way you can fit the energy with who it belongs to. A lot of times we get confused and we think because we're listening to Gemini reading that the person we're with is operating out of the energy. But that's creating a false narrative, a false delusion, because are you looking at this person through rose-colored glasses? Or are you seeing this karmic for who they truly are? And if you're looking at the karmic through rose-colored glasses, or if the karmic's doing any kind of binding spells to make you think that they're your divine feminine trying to destiny swap, they can easily confuse you by pretending to be something that they're not. So that's why I don't use zodiacs a lot on my channel. I prefer to use energy and call the energy out and give you the story. That way you can put the story where it fits. Okay? Based off a person's character, all right, not based off what the reader's saying, because sometimes the energy can be 9 times out of 10 is always swapped, and especially if you don't know your person's signs their sun, moon, rising, or their Venuses. If you don't know their sun, moon, risings, or Venuses, you may be confusing the karmic energy for your divine feminine, or divine, or thinking your karmic is a divine feminine. Okay, not everybody is a divine feminine. Yes, we all have masculine and feminine energy, but not everybody is a divine feminine. Not everybody is a divine masculine. There's only 144,000. Now put that math against the globe. Okay? So everybody want a holiday divine masculine. Everybody want a holiday divine feminine. That's not true. You will know a divine feminine and a divine masculine because their energy speaks louder than their words. These people are, they face some of the most difficult challenges and setbacks because people want to hold them back. So, give me 1 second, y'all. But yeah, people will do that. Get the energy confused, and then they're wondering what in the world, what happened, why, how did I confuse it, and then they want to blame themselves. But see, you got to know that you got to use your discernment to know who you're dealing with, who's walking beside you, because a karmic will lie in a heartbeat and pretend to be what they're not. Some of them even use magic to mask their energy, to make you believe that. Okay? So if you're not spiritually aware about or don't even believe in magic, that's where you seriously mistaken it. Okay? Because these karmics will do the most to blindside you. That is their purpose, to keep you away from your true person. So you got to look at that. Make sure you're paying attention when you're looking at these readings, especially by zodiac. A good rule of thumb is to learn the houses and what they're for and listen that way. You know, the energy will speak louder that way, because that's like there's a karmic that was dealing with my twin, and I'm listening to the story in there. I'm listening to their zodiac, but I'm listening and I'm like, everything that reader's saying is me. You know, all the good shit. I was that person. I was the one that was being attacked. I was the person that was going through this and that. But if the karmic of that zodiac that's dealing with my twin is listening to that, they can easily lie and say, that's me, that's me, that's me. That's my sign. No, just because it's your sign don't mean it's your energy. Okay? So be aware of that when y'all watching readings with zodiacs. Make sure you're putting the energy where it fits, okay? Because a motherfucker can pretend and woo your drawers out and then have you stand there looking like a fool, okay? So just a public servant now to help y'all that don't understand how this energy works. If you're going to go by zodiacs, go by the house, not by the person's sign, okay? And match that energy where it belongs, okay? All right, so back to the reading. For those of you who are dealing with third parties in your connections, that could be some of the reason why your person treated you like a temporary option, because these karmics tried to pass themselves off as you. That is some irritating shit. That is frustrating. I get it. I know. It's nothing like having somebody trying to imitate you to try to steal your destined position in life. You know, that is crazy. You know, it's wicked, to be honest. But, you know, people gonna do what they gonna do. But one thing I never did was twist what I knew was true about my twin. Even if I didn't know all the truths about my twin, I knew what was true when he was in my face. I knew what was true when he was in my energy. So that has been my anchor to hold on to. You see what I'm saying? Anything else outside of that, I don't carry it. But I it's not that I don't listen to it neither. I'll listen, but I'll only place it on my person if I know for a fact that this is my person's energy. You see what I'm saying? So Make sure you're putting the energy where it belongs, all right? Because some of these karmics will twist. And then you got to look at it too now. That's like this deck I'm using was made by a karmic. I'm not going to say which one of these decks. I'm using multiple decks. But one of these decks was made by a karmic who's passing herself off. She may have gifts, but she's karmic because she has not learned her lesson. She has not done what she needs to do. But and I'm hearing a lot of readers may be having trouble with this deck trying to read the energy. And if you're looking at my thumbnail and you like that deck throws me off, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm talking to readers, because it threw me off when I first started playing with it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I had to sit down with spirit and let them guide me through this energy because it was throwing me off. Okay. And I'm like, I ain't never had this kind of energy come off a deck, and it's karmic. Maybe it's created by a karmic. But like I say, just cause you ain't chosen don't mean God can't use you. Okay? So whoever this karmic was, God used them to create this deck, but their energy is all up in it. Okay? So it was kind of conflicting trying to read this deck and not feel frustrated with it. Okay? But this is somebody else's energy that they created. Alright, so we're going to get some messages from your person about this commitment, this apology, this celebration, and the breakthrough and the blessings. And this small offer. Alright, and these are towards you from your twin flame to you, Divine Feminine. Alright, not the karmic. Somebody say, why they with karmics? Because the karmics, some karmics are soul teachers. Some karmics are false twin flames. Some karmics were meant to just be platonic friends. But they're to teach a lesson. You see what I'm saying? Some karmics are also possible divine feminines and divine masculines who your twin may have been sent to wake the fuck up. You see what I'm saying? We have different assignments. This card just shot out. Alright, it's in reverse. And I feel like whoever this karmic is, because it shot out as soon as I said some karmics may be actually divine feminines who your twin was assigned to awaken to get them ready for their twin flame. Okay? Your twin could have been a soul teacher to a karmic who was meant to go into a connection with a divine masculine. So what better way to wake them up? Okay? Because I've had a karmic a false twin flame who was my soul teacher. Okay, I thought him down. I felt twin flame energy off him all day long, you know. But he was a soul teacher. So your masculine could be a soul teacher to this karmic. This karmic's gonna come in trying to apologize to this masculine, but this karmic right here ain't doing the work. Okay. This karmic has lost themselves in your person because they refuse to do the work on themselves. They keep attaching themselves on your throne, and they need to get up and realize that their throne is elsewhere. Okay? So, when I'm working hard on myself in reverse, this karmic gonna come back to your twin, apologizing once y'all come into union, trying to act like they working hard on themselves. This karmic is lost and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Some twins do not make it on the journey because they never wake the fuck up. This karmic is stuck in illusions and denial. And they're going to be sitting with natural disasters. This could also be like the dark night of the soul. Whoever this karmic is that your twin was assigned to wake up is going to go through a natural disaster because they're not doing the work on themselves. I'm working hard on myself. That's a lie. That's bullshit. Okay? So, Divine Masculine, you're with a false twin flame, or dealt with a false twin flame. This person ain't never wanted to let you go. Or this person did let you go, but once they found out you're with your true Divine Feminine, they're going to come back trying to apologize, acting like they worked on themselves, trying to get you back. This is somebody that may have baited you in with gifts and money, all right, in the past. But you're past that energy. You've grown. You've evolved, okay? So if you allow this person back in, you're going to tear down your true connection with your true twin flame. And I don't feel like you will, because this person pisses you off. They irritate your soul, and that's why. Because they're not your person. If this false twin flame irritates your fucking soul, that's the purpose. They anger you. They make you mad. That's why. And it's okay. So, I feel like whoever this karmic is, they may not, even if they're not a twin flame, they have a purpose. Okay? They have some sort of purpose that you was meant to wake them up about. But this person still refused to do the work. They just somebody that have pity parties. They want everybody to feel sorry for them. They don't want to take accountability for their actions. And try to pull the wool over people's eyes. This person got some wounds that they still have not dealt with. Okay? And if they got money, they try to use their money to buy their way through shit. And that normally it works. It works. It gets them what they want. But this person, they ain't done the work on themselves. Okay? Whoever this karmic is, this third wheel. Alright, Spirit. And for some of y'all karmics that's talking about your Divine Feminine is trying to take your man, he was never your man. Forget how it looked on the surface. He was never yours. He was never assigned to you. Okay? Which is why he always went back to Divine Feminine. So the quicker you realize that this man keep going back to Divine Feminine because Divine Feminine is where he's supposed to be at. Divine Feminine is his home. Okay? Divine Feminine is his true love. His spiritual spouse, his spiritual wife. So the sooner y'all karmics realize that and get the fuck out the way, something better may come around for y'all. So don't hold on to something that don't want to be kept. And quit using guilt trips and gifts to try to keep a man stuck. Let him go. If you want to walk, let him go. And if you got a man that's only staying with you because you giving to him, why would you want him anyway? Same thing with women, masculines. Alright, so what does this twin flame want to say to Divine Feminine when it comes to these digital whispers? I have trouble expressing myself. So whenever y'all talk to each other on the phone, your masculine could have held back how they felt. Well, I have trouble expressing myself. Or both of y'all could have had trouble expressing how you feel. And possibly he had trouble expressing himself because if he's some type of investigator, undercover cop, police, whatever, he could have had trouble expressing himself due to the fact he couldn't express himself. Due to dealing with open cases, certain things he had to not be able to speak on. Alright? And walls closing in. Okay, so your masculine wants you to know that even though the walls was closing in, okay, he went into this dark place to gather evidence against a karmic that tried to cause you problems. Or karmics, it could be plural. They want you to know that they have been working hard on themselves. And small offer, treating Divine Feminine like a temporary, whoa. I don't know how, but you got to my heart. In the beginning, your masculine didn't understand how you got to their heart. So at first they was breadcrumbing you with love because they're like, how did you get there? Okay? Nobody's supposed to be there. And you got into their heart. They don't know how you did it. Okay? But somehow But I somehow trust you. But they trusted you with their heart. Okay? They've always trusted you with their heart, but they couldn't give it to you like they wanted to. But because of their job, they had to put you on standby. With standby card, they treated you like a temporary option because they had to put you on standby because of their job. With evidence here. Okay? Your person is undercover somehow. Okay? Gather evidence. But they want you to know that they think you're fucking amazing. Okay? I wish things were different. You know? Pertaining to... This is all pertaining... You got treated the way you treated due to your person's job. They wish things was different. They wish they could have told you the truth. They wish they could have expressed themselves better with you. But the whole time they've been working on themselves... They don't know how you got in their heart, but you got it, and they somehow trust it, and they know it's a good thing, okay? But they did have to put you on standby. And I feel like when your person put you on standby, the way you handled that, I feel like made them see you as somebody amazing, because I feel like everybody else, if he had put them on pause, they went the fuck off, went crazy, acted a fool. Yeah. And then come back apologize, talking about they'll regret their behavior. But your masculine truly does regret this behavior that how he treated you. Okay, when it came to a third party, he regrets that. If he made you think that there was a third party, he regrets doing it. I regret my behavior. All right, so tell me about blessing. It says, you mean more to me than you think. Like I said, your masculine see you as a blessing. And divine masculine, if you think your divine feminine is looking at you in a horrible light, if you think your divine feminine looking at you in a horrible light, you need to know that they are also looking at you as a blessing. They think more of you than you know. Sorry about that. My daughter just came up here. With breakthrough. Your masculine's gonna tear down these walls because they scared they lost you. Have I lost you? They hoping like hell they haven't lost you. Yeah, because you may... Okay, so what I'm getting off of this, divine masculine, you're going to be scared that you lost your divine feminine. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. I'm back. Okay, so, divine masculine, you're going to go in, try to break down these walls that you put up with your divine feminine or caused her to create. And you're going to be scared thinking that you lost her, okay? Spirit is saying to be open, okay, to whatever reaction you're going to get out of her. Because I feel like it's not over. It said, I'm trying my best to forgive. She's still trying to forgive you for it, okay? So she is working on forgiving you. So you're going to have to be patient with her, okay? So when you come back in trying to tear these walls down, you don't stop trying to tear them down, but be patient with her at the same time. Get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like you're driving down a bumpy ass road full of potholes. So you can't just give it the gas. You gotta ride slow down this road, okay? Slow and steady wins the race with this, okay? You will eventually get that authentic laugh from her again. You love the way she laughs. All right, tell me about Christmas. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be your energy or her energy. I want more, but I'm scared. This is going to be her energy. You're going to be pushing for more. She's going to want more, but she's going to be scared. Okay? Because she's scared you're going to hurt her. Tell me more about Christmas. Yeah, you're done pretending. Divine Masculine, you're done pretending. So, yeah. So, Divine Feminine, you need to know when your masculine come back in, he's tearing down these walls. He's done pretending. Okay? Like he don't want you, or like there's somebody else. He's done with all the pretend. That whole scenario was a pretend situation. He's done pretending. He's done acting like he don't want you. He's coming in with full force. That's this energy of this card. So I feel like you're the one going to be scared because your masculine is not going to take no for an answer. Okay? Because he's going to feel that you want more. Yeah. Y'all still think about each other. Your masculine wants to know is there still a second chance. Okay? And for some of y'all, he wants you to know he faced karma. Damn. Your masculine faced some karma by treating you like a option. Or he feel like this karmic was karma for him. Tell me about this karma that this masculine faced. Tell me about this karma this masculine faced. Why is karma here? Restore the broken self. Parts of you were left behind in pain. Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. I feel like this masculine had to leave. When he had to walk away from you, was stand by. That was his karma, walking away from you. You were parts of himself that he had to leave behind. He felt like his karma was having to leave you. His karma was having to leave you behind. And he felt like that was the biggest price he ever had to pay. That's why I feel like he's not letting you go this time. Because some of y'all don't realize how hard it was for your masculine to walk away. To put you on standby. Tell me more about this karma. The cycle stops with you. You are the one your ancestors prayed for. This pain ends in your hands. Choose differently now. Oh, shit. So, I feel like his ancestors made him feel this shit. Okay? Because he could have chose his job over you. And your ancestors his ancestors made him really feel this shit. Because he could have broke some type of contract at that time by choosing his job over you. Because he's looking like he's holding a contract. What I just say? What I just said at the bottom of the deck. Break the soul contract. Your masculine broke a soul's contract by choosing his job over you. Some bonds are meant to grow, for growth, not forever. When the lesson ends, the contract dissolves. You're free to walk away. So, Divine Feminine, your masculine broke his soul contract. when he chose his job over you. Damn. So you're free to go. However you want to go. Whoa. So, wait a minute now. Hold up. Spirit, what y'all saying about divine feminine? What is being said about divine feminine? Hold on, wait a minute. So, for divine feminine, y'all saying she free to go. What does that mean for her? Your twin broke his soul contract when he chose another over you. That's that he's disgusted with himself. Because now he feels the love. And he can't hold back any longer. But he's ascending. He could be trying to get this contract back. Can we work this out? He may be petitioning his ancestors to work this contract out for y'all. To fix it. Hold up. Tell me more about this masculine and this contract. Cultivating courage. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to move forward despite it. So, if your master had any fears of coming back healing this connection because of how he treated you, and how he chose his career over you, he's getting a curve. He's been, I don't know if he believes in spiritual things, or you may have taught him this, or somewhere he picked it up. Your masculine has been talking to his ancestors. The cycle stops with you. He's learning that he's chosen. He's trying to put this contract back together. Whoa. Your masculine is trying to put this contract back together. Tell me about divine feminine and this contract. Kindness creates change. If people never showed you kindness, divine feminine, people are going to start showing you kindness, even down to the children. Every act of kindness shifts something, somewhere. Be the reason someone feels hope again. You could have lost hope when your masculine chose his career over you. And there's a lot of people that's starting to show you, if it ain't started, it's fit to. A lot of people are going to start showing you kindness because they want you to know how amazing you are. And you could have put something on standby after this happened. Like as if you fell down, you broke down. And other people sat by and watched this disaster in your life. It may be you telling your masculine you sorry, you moved on. What? Tell me about this apology. Unlock the pattern. The pain didn't start today. You've lived this loop before. Maybe in love, maybe in lineage. Awareness is key. This ain't the first time your masculine done this. This ain't the first lifetime your masculine has done you like this. And also he is aware that he owes you an apology. The disappointed energy was his ancestors disappointed that he destroyed his soul contract with you. For some of y'all, there could have been Aquarius involved. Wow. With this treating you like temporary option, that's a pattern that your masculine has always done, and you're done. You're free. He don't realize you're shining too, Divine Feminine, but your masculine don't realize his karma is you. He chose his job over you. And that's where he made the wrong turn. And it had nothing to do with this karmic. I feel like this karmic was the nail in the coffin. Wow. The karmic was the nail in the coffin. I'm getting emotional. I feel like this hurt you tremendously, Divine Feminine. Because right now you're in standby. He plunged your connection into darkness. And this may be somebody new coming in. And your masculine may be trying to rush in and say they sorry. But he may have tied his soul to a new contract by breaking the contract he had with yours. Tell me about this commitment. Oh shit! My heart is heavy as fuck. Light. You have the ability to bring light to your life. You can turn your darkness into something beautiful without resentment, anger, or doubt. Please find peace. This could be your masculine resenting you. If you choose someone else, he may come running in trying to commit to you after he left you in the darkness on standby. His karma is to watch you with somebody else being happy, somebody else showing you kindness. And this masculine, because he broke his contract, break the soul contract. Some bonds are meant for growth, not forever. And I feel like that's with his job. When the lessons end, the contract dissolves. Your masculine had a contract with this job, and I feel like he chose the wrong contract to honor. He honored his job, and now his oh Lord. So there is a replacement to take his seat. That's why I say just because you weren't chosen don't mean God don't have a purpose for you. So you should be working on yourself, because just like this masculine fell out his fucking seat, this somebody's been dethroned. He's been dethroned. With cultivate courage, this is a bird up on a mountain cliff. And the Most High like, oh, so you just gonna you just gonna jump out the nest and you know. Now he wanna climb back up out the darkness, back into your light, your good graces. trying to put this contract back together. Stop the cycles with you. He's trying to put this contract back together. You are the one the ancestors prayed for. Realizing you are the blessing. The one his ancestors set him up with. He's trying to put this contract back together. Let me show you how I'm getting it. Hold up. I ain't even finished reading these cards. Excuse me. Let me put them in order. I just set them up here in Callaway. Alright. He may have a second chance. Well, that's why this reading's coming out. So, when your masculine put you in the darkness, right? He severed this contract. That's the contract in his hand he's trying to put back together. He severed the contract. You see what I'm saying? Break soul contracts. Okay? For some of y'all, he chose to honor a contract with an Aquarius that is a false flame. And that's his karma with that star energy. He rebirthed something with an Aquarius. Karma. Okay? Who came rushing in, apologizing, apologizing. Alright, while you was in the darkness, while you was stuck in standby. But the whole time, he's on standby because he flew up out the nest. That's y'all's contract. You, them two birds in the nest. That's the most highlight. Divine Masculine. You have a chance to take your seat. I feel like he giving a second chance to light. Okay, but to take his seat and his throne next to you. Because he's trying to. He's petitioning his ancestors to go towards the light. To fix this contract that was broken. He wants it back because he made a fucking mistake. He went into the darkness. What they say? Restore broken self. He restored a broken ass connection that he was supposed to leave from. With a karmic ass Aquarius. He rebirthed a connection with Aquarius that he should have left from. All because they came in trying to show him some kindness, okay? Now he's trying to get free. He's scared. That's I'm scared. He's scared because he know he fucked up. So he's like, ancestors, please. Stop this karma. And I know the only way to stop it is to be with my divine feminine, the one they chose. But if you don't take him back, this may be the energy he's in. Because you might say, I'm sorry, I've moved on. He gonna be mad. Why? Because you love yourself. Wow. So people getting their wishes. Damn, you better not cry. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Divine Masculine was naughty and not nice to you. He sat back and watched with his karmics. And somebody else is going to come through and show you. This could be you, Divine Feminine. Somebody else is going to come in and show you kindness. Because you're free to go. Free to walk away. Because your Divine Masculine left you in the dark. He broke his soul contract with you. Now he coming running back. I'm scared. I'm trying my best to forgive myself for what I did to you. Have I lost you? I'm done pretending with this Aquarius. Wow. I want more, but I'm scared. He's scared. This is ugly as fuck. Can we work this out? I'm tired of getting this karma. Your masculine been getting karma ever since he walked away from you. Some of y'all, he try to make it look like he's good without you. If your twin flame acting like they good without you, they lying. They lying, they miserable as fuck. Seeing you makes my day. Yeah, they only happy when they see you. Why? Because they still care about you. That's why they can't pretend no more. They can't pretend how they feel no more. And for some of y'all, I don't know. I don't know. I feel some type of way now because at first I thought it was like, okay, you know, he doing what he doing as far as his job. But based off what Spirit just broke it down to me, well, for some of y'all, that is the case. Your masculine, that's why he's getting a second chance, because he did it for you. Okay? Like I said in the beginning, somebody put this wall up on purpose to protect you from where they was heading because they knew they was going into the darkness. Okay? For some of y'all, this masculine was doing a divine job. Okay? A divine gig by doing what he did. And for some of y'all, your masculine chose to go back and just sow his oats with a karmic, a false flame. Okay? Now, for others of you, if your masculine is a detective, alright, if he is some type of authority figure, then I feel like he's the one's getting a second chance. For others of you, if your masculine is not someone of authority, he could be getting investigated. Okay? Some of y'all, if your masculine is not a person of authority, he could be under some type of investigation. Once he broke this soul contract with you, that brought karma in on him, and whatever he was doing with a trans party. I said that, right? Somebody could have went to a trans party. I don't know. Just take it how it resonate. I did say that. I didn't mean to say that, but that's what came out of my mouth. I meant to say. Hell, I don't even know what the hell I meant to say now. Alright, Spirit is talking through me because I don't know what I'm saying. Shit, what was I finna say? It's like gone. That thought just told. That wasn't my thought that came through about that trans party. If your masculine is a person of authority, as far as occupation, he's been offered a second chance to restore his contract with you. If your person is not a person of authority, he is not getting a second chance to offer to by the Most High. Because his reasonings for doing what he did was because of this small offering. View you as a temporary pleasure and not serious relationship. This was somebody that was materialistic. Okay? They couldn't see the blessing you was. They didn't see you for who you was. And for some of y'all, they went back to a karmic twin flame. Alright? An Aquarius. Or air sign. And for some of y'all, this person's ancestors is disappointed in them. That's who I felt crying, okay? Because they chose a karmic Aquarius over you or air sign. Or they could be an Aquarius who chose a karmic over you because they felt like they were you know, you wanted too much. Somebody felt like you wanted too much because of how much you had to give. They didn't see you as a true blessing. So if you're resonating with that part of the story, your twin flame broke the soul contract between y'all. Okay? And I feel like this person has lost their seat. Somebody else is going to be taking their place with cultivate courage. All right? There's somebody else that's coming towards you to take their place. That's going to treat you with kindness. So some of y'all's twin flames gave up. Okay? I don't know whose twin flame gave up, but if your twin flame, if you're resonating with this reading, especially if your person is not an authority figure, they gave up on the journey. They gave up on the journey. And then for some of y'all, your person was undercover doing a job who was getting a second chance by the Most High, because the purpose of doing what they did when they took this position was to protect you from those who tried to harm you. And therefore, that's why this person's seed is being saved. If not, then their seed is gone and somebody else going to take it. And that person's going to get mad. And that person has not done the work on themselves, you know, because they broke the contract. But if your twin flame, there's two energies here. There's a twin flame that did not break contract, but restore the broken self. Part of him felt broke because he had to walk away from you. And with unlocked patterns, the pain didn't start today. You've lived this loop before. Being maybe in love, maybe in lineage. Awareness is key. For some of y'all, your masculine is aware of how much it hurt you because it hurt them. Okay? Because of their job. This person is rushing back towards you. They're on their way back to treat you with kindness. And for others, your person is not a person of authority. They fell off the journey because they settled for a false twin flame. And I feel like they was warned. So some of y'all going to be celebrating, and some of y'all going to be going through some natural disasters. Your person's is. They going through more karmic lessons, okay? So with light, it says you have the ability to bring light to your life. Those of you, your twin flame off the journey, that's no longer honoring their position as a divine masculine, you track. Some bonds are meant for growth, which was your connection with this twin flame, but because they wanted to go be with a false twin flame that was not meant to last forever, when the lesson ends, they ain't learned their lesson, so they're still learning lessons. The contract dissolves. So this person it's as if somebody went through a connection with somebody, left them, learned the lessons, but then turn around and went in reverse. You're free to walk away, okay? This person was free to walk away from this karmic twin flame, but they chose to go back. Therefore, by doing so, they cut you loose. And by cutting you loose, somebody else is taking their position. It's going to treat you with kindness. That has the courage to sit on this peak with you. Okay? Shh. You can turn your darkness into something beautiful without resentment, anger, or doubt. Please find peace and harmony. So if your twin flame walked off the journey Don't hold no resentment towards them. Okay? Don't hold no resentment. And if your twin flame just left you on standby, don't hold no resentment. Either way, if you're not in communication with your twin flame right now, whether they're still on a journey or not, some of y'all they're not, some of them they are. And those that are not are gonna come back. Those that are not are gonna come back still. And I think that's when they're gonna realize that they still have love. Because they can't stop thinking about you. That's when they're gonna wake up to the false flame. So that's why I feel like they saying don't give up hope, because they may even try, and it's up to you because you're their karma. So you can be this person blessings by taking them back, or you can be this person's worst nightmare and send them down another karmic path. And I feel like that power has been put in your hand by the divines. That's why they said you can turn your darkness into something beautiful. So your master left you in darkness. The Most High gave you the power to turn this shit around, because they're going to come back. No matter how much they run, they always come back. And I don't care if you in bumfuck Egypt, your master is going to find a way to find you, okay? Because of the energetic cord that y'all share, they're going to come back. You know, even those that fall off the journey wind up finding themselves back on the path. Why? Because it's kind of like a roller coaster. You know how roller coasters, sometimes they get derailed, but you put them back on the track and they keep going where they're destined to go? Well, that's what this is. All right? And that's what's going to happen. This mask going to keep coming back. Hopefully, if you want your masculine, even though you know they walked off the path, then you're going to do what you got to do to keep living your life, loving yourself, moving forward, but holding space for your twin. Okay? That don't mean close yourself off, not to loving anyone else, not to... How can I put this in the most producive way? I put it like this. Everybody I've met since I've been in separation with my twin has been temporary options. Still on the path. He just doing whatever the fuck he doing, wherever the fuck he at, learning his lessons. You know what I'm saying? So I guess when the time is right, shit's gonna align and we'll come together. But, you know, I'm not attached to that either. I'm not attached to it either way. I just know that until I find that energy that I need to move forward within a true connection, I'm not settling for less than I deserve. So that's why everything is a temporary option, because they're on a probation period. If I'm dating someone, it's a probation period. And if you don't check all my boxes, I'm not going to lock it down. I don't care if the sex is good. I don't care if your conversation's good. And you know what I'm saying? Your heart got to be right. Your soul and your spirit got to be right. You know what I'm saying? So if that ain't right, I ain't settling. But that don't mean I'm holding myself back. I've dated others. Did they work out? No. They did not pass the test. You know? So, you know, have I closed myself out to dating completely? No. But to be honest, I don't like sharing my energy with everybody. I'm selfish that way. So I keep my energy to myself. The more I keep my energy to myself, the less problems I seem to have. You know what I mean? But it gets lonely. That's why I said earlier when I was doing an assessment of the energy I was picking up, I am lonely, but I'm okay with being lonely. There's a difference. It's a difference to be alone and lonely and feeling that way and knowing that you're alone but never alone. And the only reason why I feel the loneliness is because I feel my twin's energetic pull. You know, I feel my twin. If I close my eyes, I see my twin. But it's like, bro, stop tapping in energetically. You know what I'm saying? And bring your ass over here. Because I'm not coming to you. I'm not reaching out. I'm not calling. You've made that impossible. So therefore, it's all on you to come towards me. And if that's not your case, then stop tapping into my energy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't plan to come back this way, I'm talking personally to my twin because I know he watched my channel. If you're not planning to come back, stop tapping into my energy. Okay? Every night you tap into my energy. I don't like that. And that's what makes me feel lonely. Because when you do that, it's as if you're truly here. And then when I open my eyes in the morning, you're not here. I don't like that. Stop doing that to me. Okay? Because I would rather not feel your energy than to keep feeling your energy and then wake up with disappointment. Okay? I would rather just miss you and know that you're off in the world learning your lessons, hopefully becoming a greater version than you were before the last time I saw you. I pray that you're healthy, you're happy, you're whole, wherever you are. You know, I know I do my best to speak good over you to make sure that you're safe at all times. Whether you do that for me or not, I make sure that, even though sometimes it's hard, it's difficult. Because sometimes I feel like you don't deserve that. But I'm going to love you anyway, despite yourself. You know? But I don't want you to keep tapping into my energy. You know? Because that's taxing on me emotionally. And if you care, you will stop. Okay? You will learn how to stop tapping into my energy when you're missing me. And instead, you will work harder to do what you got to do to work on yourself to get yourself in alignment to where you need to be. And if I'm not where you want to be, then stop pulling on my energy. And that's how I look at that, you know. I don't have everything financially or materialistically to offer you. But I have plenty of wisdom. I have plenty of love. And to me, those are the greatest gifts you can give anybody. So, you know, for my twin, I know you're missing me when you're tapping into my energy. You know, I don't want you to do that. I feel robbed when you do that. So I would appreciate it if you stop tapping into my energy. I love you. I will always love you, but you are free to do what you want. Just like I'm free to do what I want. But I will not tolerate you tapping into my energy and you're elsewhere. Now, if you're here, you can tap into my energy all you want. You know, but you're not physically here. You're spiritually here, but you're not physically here. And you're always communicating with me. And I'm just like, bro, I'm like over that shit. You know, I played with the tantric sex with you. And that shit was fun and to experience. But it's not fun anymore. Okay? I'm over that. I need something solid. Something tangible. And I don't want to play around in that energy anymore. Okay? So stop trying to play with me energetically. I respect that so much more. I do my best not to think about you in a negative light, even though you've done things, you know, that would in the past make me fight. Had I not done the work on myself, I'd probably fight your ass over. But, you know, I've done the work on myself, so therefore I'm not going to fight you over it. But I really wish you stop tapping into my energy because you're missing me. If you're going to tap into my energy, show the fuck up. Okay? That's how you tap in. But if you're gonna sit there and be in your feelings and emotions, missing me while you're with your karmics or whatever you're doing or whoever you with, um, stop tapping into my energy. Okay? Stop robbing me of my energy. I love you. I do. And that love will never die. Like I told you, that love I have for my twin is eternal. I've forgiven him for everything. Even now, I've forgiven him. Am I angry with him anymore? No. Am I sad? Sometimes. Do I hate him? No. Do I want him back? The jury's out on that because I have not seen the change in my twin. And until I see the change in my twin, I can't say yay or nay. So if my twin was to come back, which the door is always open, but I'm going to be not just jumping back in the sack with you. No, I'm going to be observing you to see if anything has changed about you for the greater good. You know, how else would I know if you change if I don't open the door to let you in to see? So I'm going to let you in. And I'm going to see if there's any change. And if there's no change, I'm going to close that door again. And that's just that on that, you know. Shit. You either do the work on yourself and come in and show yourself approved, or keep doing what you're doing and stay away. That's how I look at it. You know, I don't need no more drama in my life, okay? I don't need no more broken promises. But, you know, I don't resent my twin. I did. There was a point in time I resented the shit out of my twin. And I was doing everything I could to forget about him. But I don't resent him no more. I just realized that he went down. He didn't have to do it the way he did it. You know, I ain't gonna fake the funk. He did some shit. And I'm like, bro, that wasn't even kosher. You didn't even have to fake the funk like that. But okay, you know, if you go rock like that, then I'm going to show you how I move. And that's in silence. You know, no more cookies for you. You get your hand out my cookie jar. For real. And that's where I'm at with that. But I'm just not going to settle for what I don't deserve. And everything that happened in the past with me and my twin, I did not deserve. And therefore, he can't come back in that same energy. No matter how much I love and miss it. I love myself too much. And done too much work on myself to allow my masculine to come back in and tear it back down. Ain't no way in the hell. Now, if he come back in and he shows some progress, okay, we're going to take baby steps. Okay? We're not rushing back into the shit, because when we first met, that's all we did was rush into the shit. And that's how shit got tore down. Hey, I learned my lessons. I'm like, hey, okay. You know, this shit don't feel good. It feels good when I'm with you. But when we go, when you walk away and then the shit start happening, that's when I'm like, you know what? If you can't carry the same energy you have while you with me, when we're apart, then I don't want to be involved with it. I don't want to be involved with it. And my twin is a ladies' man. He's cute as he can be, but you know that shit don't last. Not with me, you know. So my twin, he's beautiful, but piss on him and he think his good looks gonna keep getting him back in my door like that. No, you know, like I said, I ain't gonna close my door to you completely, but I'm not gonna start no relations with you until you come correct. You know, if you ain't coming correct, then don't come to me like that. Don't come to me talking about what you doing. Can I come see you? Thinking you finna get in my bed. That ain't happening. No, that ain't happening. You on drought season until you showed us for proof. And I mean that shit. It used to be a time I couldn't tell my twin no when it came to that, because shit, I was addicted to my twin. Shit, not anymore. I've broke that addiction because had I not, he would have still kept coming in, knowing he was attached to a third party, trying to pull me in that cycle with him. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with you. I did that the first time I met you, but at the first time I met you, I thought you were single because that's what you told me. Only to find out you apparently got a girlfriend. But, the damage was done already, so then I got caught up in that shit. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta stop this. And I thank him for stopping it for me, I really do. Because I couldn't stop it. I couldn't tell my twin no, and he knew that. So he told me no, and I thank him for that. Because he broke me out of a cycle of being in a third party, and that was never where I wanted to be with my twin. I actually thank my twin for telling me no. Because I could not say no. And that's where he had the strength to stand up and tell me no. And I thank him. And then once he did that, he gave me the power to tell him no. You see what I'm saying? He gave me the power to be able to tell him no. Because when I first met him, it was yes. Whatever you want, whatever you need, I got you. I still got him. But not when it comes to sexually. Because that got us in so much trouble. Because I feel like my twin was also equally addicted to me too. But he learned to tell me no, and I'm glad. I thank him for it, even though it hurted. I really do thank him for telling me no. He didn't really tell me no. He just walked away, and to me that was a no. He taught me a valuable lesson. When I need to cut things off, even when it was hard. I could never see myself separated from my twin when we first met. Phantom, the day, I never thought that we would go through a 3-year separation, but we have. It's been 3 years, going on 4, of separation. And I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful. Because I accept who I am. I accept where I've been. And I accept where I'm going, with or without him. And that is the power my twin gave me to keep moving forward, to be the strength, the force, the light, the beacon, the guide, the teacher, the healer. And I don't even think he knows that. But will. Believe in his will and find freedom. The hall is full of gold and jade, and the financial resources are widely advanced. Everything is going the way you want it to, and the wealth is prosperous. My twin used free will to do what he did, which in turn gave me free will when I didn't have it. I had it, but I didn't know how to use it. It's crazy. I could say no to anybody in the world, but when it came to my twin flame, I could not tell him no, and he gave me that power when he rejected me. Each time he rejected me, he taught me to say no to him, that it's okay to tell him no, that it's okay to reject him when he's not moving how I need him to move, when he's not in alignment with me. So I thank my twin flame daily for walking the fuck away. I do. Although people laughed, at first I was embarrassed by it. I was. Because everybody know I'm team twin. I still am. But that shit, when he walked away the way he did, that was a smack in my face, actually. And it hurt like hell. And I resented the fuck out of him. But then I came away from that. But I'm glad because I took that energy and transmuted it, and I learned how to tell him no. I learned how to stand in my power with my twin and tell him no. I am not accepting this from you anymore. You know, I was his fool. You fool me no more. You know? And I appreciate it. I do. I really do thank my twin for the shit that he did. I thank his karmics for the shit that they did. I really do. I thank you all. So thank you. Important. Put what is heavy in you in the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light wakes up in life and finds peace. And that's what I found. Little by little, I let go of my resentment and I found peace in the situation. So I'm okay with or without my twin. Do I long for him? Yes, I do. I do miss my twin. That's something I will never not be able to do. I've tried. Trust me, I'm a Capricorn. I've tried. I've butted that wall for several times. Trying to like, hey, can I divorce my twin's energy? No. I've tried. That old stubborn ass Billy Goat and me. I damn sure tried. But resistance was futile, so I just had to accept it and make peace that I'm going to miss him. I'm going to love him, and that's going to be always a part of him that's in me eternally, and there's nothing I can do to change that. So I embrace it. I love it. I enjoy it. The other day, even though it made me smile when I felt him tap into my energy, I still didn't like it. I'm like, look, bro. I kept breaking it. Every time he pulled me back in, I would break it. And I could feel his frustrations. And he pulled me back in. And I'm like, no. You know, I kept breaking it. No, you're not going to do this way. You know, when I was resenting you and missing you and going through all the emotions, I allowed that shit. I welcomed that energy because that's the only thing I had to grasp. I was still not whole and complete within myself. But then I said, hey, if you want your power back, you got to take it back. So I took my power back from my twin. I could tell my twin hell no in a heartbeat. I could tell him hell yes in a heartbeat. I can tell him powerfully what needs to be said without fear. I can show him who I truly am. All mask off. I am the woman who loved, adored, and lost all control within his midst. And I am the woman who now stands fiercely proud to even know him, even with all his bullshit. You know, he's taught me a great deal of things that he don't even know he's taught me. You know, he helped me spot the bullshitters when I go out here. My twin being a bullshitter, he taught me the things that my father did not teach me about a man. And I thank him for that. You know, I don't hold no resentment for my twin. Do I have some choice words for that ass? Of course I do. He don't get off scot-free. No. You know, some things you left me in the dark on. So I would like some clarity if you call yourself coming back this way. But if you're not coming back this way, if you can't offer, well, let's put it like this. Ain't no if you're not coming back this way. You can fight it all you want. But in the end, you're going to wind back up over here. If you're not offering clarity, don't come back. I'd rather keep the clarity I gave myself. If you're coming in to cloud my mind again. That's how I look at it. Now, whatever the Most High got in store for me and my twin, that's between the Most High and us. That's between the Most High and himself, because I am not aware of that as of yet. I do know what he has told me, and that has not yet come into fruition. But when it does, I'm not saying it won't, because if he told me it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So when it does come into fruition, then I'll be like, okay, I took heed. I didn't hold no attachments to it though. I'm not holding attachments to anything anymore that no longer serves me. At this point in time, whatever the Most High told me does not serve me. When it serves me, I will do what I gotta do with it, you know. But sometimes I felt like the Most High felt like I lacked faith in Him because of that. But I'm like, no, Most High, you gotta understand. You don't have a physical body. I do. Therefore, I feel things that, you know what I'm saying? You may not. I don't even know if the Most High even know what it's like to feel, to be in these physical, fleshy ass bodies. To be real. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, Most High, it's like this. I hear you. I take heed in what you're telling me. But if my spirit is aware, but if I hold expectations to what you've told me in this physical body, I will go insane. I will be mad and out my mind. So therefore, if I seem to not be appreciative to what you've already foretold and prophesied over my life, Most High, don't take it that way. Just know that my flesh will war with me if I hold on to what you said, because it's not being satisfied, you know. So my spirit is satisfied, but my flesh is not. And that's why I tell the Most High, don't even tell me no more. You know what I'm saying? Even though he still tell me things. And I'm like, Most High, really? He's like, yes, really. I'm telling you this, and you're going to deal with that. Okay, all right. But, you know, and I'm just like, thank you, but I'm not going to put no expectations on it because of my flesh. My spirit got all the expectations in the world. My spirit is in alignment. It's my flesh that I have to constantly teach discipline. I don't give a fuck how much I've learned, grown, and matured. My flesh is in constant repair. You know, it's gonna be. Some people say, think that you overcome these spiritual warfare. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. As long as you have flesh attached to your spirit, there's always going to be a spiritual warfare between the flesh and the spirit. My spirit is on task, but my flesh needs, my flesh wants. Therefore, I have to find other things to sustain the flesh that are for my highest good, until the things that the Most High has prophesied over my life come to pass. So I hold no attachments, if that makes sense to you all, you know. And like I told Most High, ain't no shade, ain't no disrespect. It's all about me mastering this flesh that I live in, you know. Because if I gave into my flesh, I will walk off this twin flame journey and not be successful in completing my mission and my task that I came here to do this lifetime. The flesh can be so daunting. That's like the other day, my friend popped a bottle, and he didn't know, you know. He popped a bottle, and I smelled it. It was my favorite fucking drink. That 1800. I used to be an alcoholic, and that's what I used to drink. And when I smelled it, my mouth watered, my mind went wandering. And I told him then my story. I said, do not offer me none. I told him my story. He said, just for you telling me that, I'm not going to offer it to you. I said, thank you. You know, because my spirit didn't want it. My flesh did. You know, my flesh wanted the 1800. But my spirit didn't. And my spirit is stronger than my flesh. That's why I have to constantly maintain the flesh, because the flesh is going to battle with my spirit because it wants what it wants. I am not attached to my feelings and my emotions. My feelings and emotions are attached to my physical body, my flesh. My spirit is happy, healthy, whole, and complete, while my flesh is under constant repair. Patience is what is required. Wait patiently Don't be greedy. Faith is determined by heaven. Come on. Opportunities will come. Cherish the present, and you will eventually reap good things. And these cards are face down. I kid y'all not. And I'm being shared to share with y'all openly about who I am and what I'm feeling in my process on this twin flame journey. It's not easy. It's not. You know, I've mastered my feelings and emotions. And sometimes when I feel my twin's presence, he was with me last night. And I cried. I was happy and sad at the same time. Because I can feel him no matter where he is. And that love I have for him ain't went nowhere. It ain't changed. And that's not attached to the flesh. That's the thing. The love that I have for my twin is not attached to my flesh. Which is why I can say what I say. I can thank him for the fuck shit he did. Because it helped me grow. It helped me learn. It helped me process things that I was allowing in my life. Well, why would your twin do all this? That must be a false flame. Bullshit. I didn't never feel like this for my false flame. You know? The love I still have for my twin flame is ever strong as it was since the day I realized who he was. And that was the first day I saw him. What I feel for my false twin flame, I have a love for him. An unconditional love for him. But it's not romantic. I don't have I care for his well-being. But it's not romantic. He told me to leave him alone. Okay, cool. And I don't feel nothing about that. But my twin, that's a different story. It's a different story. And it's like, it took me for a while to process what I felt. I didn't just sit in that, oh, he blocked me. He left me on red. Or he ain't responding. Or he with that girl. No, I ain't do all that shit. For one, you know, if my twin tried to make me jealous with his karmic, I laughed at him because you can't make me jealous with her. I know what I am. I know my worth, you know. And the fact that you trying to do that, the only thing that made me upset was the fact that you tried to do that, you know. If anything, if you try to do that, that's what pissed me off. But don't nobody hold a candlestick to me. And that ain't coming out of no place ego. That's just the confidence and the love that I have for myself. I don't compete with nobody else. You know? For what? What need do I have to compete with somebody else outside myself when I'm constantly competing with me every day to stay the best that I can ever be? So I ain't got time to compete with the next motherfucker. I don't care if your ass fatter, your titties fatter, your face cuter or not. I don't care. I love me. And that's all that matters. Self-discipline. Self-discipline and health makes the body stronger. Nutrition nourishes physical and mental health. Health blessed and free to live your life. Vitality will fill your life's journey. So these cards is crazy because they go with what I've been speaking about. Only clarifying what I'm saying. You know, once you heal your mental... Jealousy is a mental disease. Envy is a mental disease. It's a plague of the mind. So until you heal those things, even addiction is a mental disease. Well, I don't know. Because I had a sexual addiction. So it was more of a physical... I don't know if it was an attachment to my twin. It's not that. It's not that. I'm not even gonna speak on it. I know exactly what it is, but I'm not gonna speak on it. Due to the karmics listening. So I'm not gonna speak on what my twin made me feel. That's gonna be between me and him. I just know we tapped into some shit I ain't never tapped into. Okay? That's, I ain't gonna lie, scared the fuck out of me. You know? When I was with my twin, as much as it scared me, that's the difference between me. When something scared me, it's like, okay, it didn't kill me. It didn't hurt me, so let me try it again. So when something scared me, my dumb ass is like, okay, I'm gonna do a systems check, and if all things are still a go, I'll do it again. So with my twin, it scared me, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm still good. Let's do it again. So, and it became a pattern, you know. It became a pattern to where I could not stop myself. It's like I needed him, and not to just be putting my twin's business out there. He did suffer with some addictions, and sometimes I wonder, did I have that addictive energy because I was plugged into his energy? But I've never asked that question to find out. I just took it as, okay, I'm addicted to him. You know, I broke that addiction. I finally broke it. I started breaking that addiction January 1st of 2023. January 1st of 2023 is when I started breaking my addiction with my twin. I remember the last time it had been, 4 or 5 months since I seen him. I texted him on January 1st and I said, I need to see you. He said, when? I said, now, goddammit. He didn't respond. And I took that as a no. And I was like, gosh, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of glad because I knew he was going to run in, give me what I wanted, and run back out. And which is not what I wanted. I always wanted him to run in and stay, you know? But it was always run in, give me what I want, and run back out. And that's not what I wanted. So I had to stop myself. I'm like, look, you're doing this to yourself too, you know. You got to take some accountability. You keep calling him in knowing he ain't going to stay. So you can either keep playing, knowing he ain't going to stay, and knowing that when he leaves it hurts even worse, or let him stay gone and find your closure and move the fuck on. And that's what I did. And I remember Thanksgiving of 2023, he called me, just spend one day with me. Nope. I told him no for the first time. He said, why? I said, no. He don't know he the one taught me to tell him no. But I'm glad he did. Because I got my power back. I was no longer addicted to him sexually. Although he's the best sex I've ever had in my life. But still, I was no longer addicted to him. I could go without him and be okay. You know? It's just on those days when he's projecting his energy. When he's telepathically communicating with me physically, with my body. That's when it's hard. Because I'm like, bro, get out my fucking energy, man. Go wherever you at, you know. Be there. Stop tapping into my energy because it ain't right where you are. And if it's not right where you are, learn the lessons and move away from it. You know, that's what I would tell my twin's energy every time he would come. You know, sometimes I still let his energy sleep with me, but, you know, that's it. You lay in his bed and we sleep. Put your foot on my foot, we gone. You know, and that's what happens. But all that sexual shit, no. No. Keep your hands out my cookie jar until you're ready to stay put. And you can't get no more cookies until you're ready to stay put. And if you're not trying to stay put, then we can just communicate, bro. We can just communicate. I'm not doing that, you know? And if we can't communicate, then don't communicate at all. Not telepathically, not physically, not mentally. You know? It's either all or nothing. And if I ain't getting nothing but a piece of you, then I don't want none of it until I get it all. And that's where I'm at. Expression. It is an expression of love. Shine like the sun, the light in you. Your heart is your strength and wealth. You know, his love, he's always in my heart, always will be. And that I won't deny him, you know. But far as me accepting him in my life and he's not planning to stay, that hurts more. So it hurts more with the in and out. You know, it hurts less knowing where I'm standing. And right now, I'm on the outside. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because it hurts less. It still hurts, but it hurts less, you know? Because it's not peekaboos. That peekaboo shit hurts worse. So if you're on your twin flame journey and they got this revolving door shit going on, nip that shit in the bud. You will save yourself a lot of pain. I had to learn the hard way. I couldn't tell my twin no. I didn't want to. Till I realized it was necessary. Improvement. Improve the heart by improving shortcomings. What I just say, that revolving door energy, cut that shit out. Don't be letting your twin come in and out because you want your twin. Because you love your twin. Because you love how they make you feel. I get it. I get that shit. And you don't feel that nowhere else on this earth. I ain't never felt it with nobody but my twin. So I know exactly how that feels. What you're going through. I don't give a damn how many people I done passed through. Came in contact with. Shared myself with. None of them have been the same. Not even in conversation. But I don't compare people to that. But because there's nothing to compare, it would be unfair to them. Comparing people to my twin would be unfair. They would lose automatically. So I've learned to stop doing that and just enjoy whatever I get out of people. Because by comparing them to my twin, I was taken from my own life experiences. You see what I'm saying? Which is how I've been able to deal with this separation. But when I was comparing, it was misery. I felt nothing but misery because I'm like, damn, nothing feels like my twin. You know, I would get angry with people and they like, damn, sis, what's wrong with you? You ain't who you need. You ain't got the energy. You ain't got the source. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't about sexual. It's as if, you know how it's like a lock and key. You know how you have those two hearts that link together, those friendship necklaces and stuff? There's only one that fits that, you know? That feels that, you know what I'm saying? And it's not that my heart is got a hole anymore. I've healed my heart. But it's a matter of energy match. I felt some that's been close to it, but ain't nobody's been like that. You know? Not even my soulmates have not been like my twin. And I have to learn to stop comparing. Because, like I said, I was cheating myself by comparing. I don't do that no more. Now I just enjoy the experiences. And if I catch myself drifting off thinking about my twin, I know that's because my twin can sense that there's another energy around me, and that's him projecting. You know, you have to use your discernment. So with improvement, improve your heart by improving shortcomings and advantages. Life ensures the opportunity to learn and grow. Be aware of your progress and spread your wings to the light. Exactly. Come on with it, spirit. You know? So, you know, I shine my light because with my twin flame, because I know we both have free will. I know that these connections are important, and patience is the most important things in these connections. While I'm being patient, I focus my energy on self-discipline and discovering things about myself and my twin and how he's taught me, even when he didn't know he was teaching. And I've learned to express myself in a powerful way about my twin and my experience. Okay? And that's why I say some of y'all in my comments ain't divine feminists. And I'm just going to tell it like it is. Some of y'all ain't fucking divine feminists. Y'all karmic thinking y'all divine feminists. You know, because where's your mindset? Where's your healing? Where's your patience? Where's your light at? All I see is darkness in them comments. And I'm just like, and then some of them y'all I don't respond to. You know, I've tried to help some, but they know I see them, so they don't respond back. So it's like, okay, I want to help you, but even if you're karmic, I'll still help you. But, you know, everybody's not divine feminine. And I see through that shit. So, you know, and that ain't no shade toward you. It's just a fact. You know, you can't come through my channel and think I don't see you just because I'm over here and you're over there. I see you, I feel you, and I know what you're going through. You know, if you're willing to listen and open your heart and your mind and be honest with yourself and let me say what needs to be said to you, I might put you in a direction to bring about change in your life. But, you know, you got to be open to it. And if you're not open to it, you're going to be closed off and keep doing the same old whiny shit in my comments. You know? And this one particular person, that was a year ago when they first did that, and they back doing it again. Well, if you're working on yourself, if you're truly divine feminine, then why is your tune not changed? You know what I'm saying? Why hasn't your tune changed? Your car still sounds the same. You know? You ain't put no work in that car. Oh, excuse me. So, just letting y'all know a few things, you know, where I stand on my journey. I have not given up. I have not walking away. And I'm not forcing anything either. I'm just going with the flow. I'm riding the waves of this here situation, you know, and we gonna let it be. But it's not easy. Feather of hope. Grasp the feather of hope and a delicate symbol of upward promise and uplifting future. You know, those of you working on yourself, that's what you need to do. Grasp on the feather of hope. You know? But those of you who are in my comments and y'all, I don't want him, he this, he that. Crystal of clarity. You need to become clear about who you are in the situation. Because some of y'all are karmic and served as a chrysalis in this person's life to bring about change in their life and hopefully to spark a change in your life. But are you changing? Are you doing the work? Just because you're not chosen don't mean you ain't got an assignment. You know? Illuminating your path with openness and insight. Readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. So, those of you in my comments and you feeling like you're feeling about this so-called person is supposed to be your twin flame, have you considered that you may be karmic in the nature? Okay? Have you considered? And if you have, but you don't want to face that, I would challenge you to be honest with yourself. The quicker you're honest with yourself, the quicker you can move forward and figure out what it is you're meant to be doing with yourself and on your path. The quicker you move forward. Heart's desire, okay? Sing along with your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. Exactly. The moment you're truly honest with yourself, the quicker you can move along and get to what you really need. Okay? We get with these twin flames, and then we grow these attachments. And I'm even speaking for karmic twin flames. I grew an attachment for my karmic twin flame. I actually had 2 karmic twin flames. 2 false twin flames that were karmic. And I grew an attachment to one. One of them I can't stand. One of them better not come my way ever again. Because he did the most. But the other one, I still love and care about. I still love and care about him, but I know he's not my twin flame. This I know, But I had 2 false twin flames. Because of the lessons that I needed to learn for this walk. My path is not easy. Some flame challenges are not as challenging, and some are more challenging than the other ones. But I know mine has been difficult, severely. You came in here to rob me. Okay, so what else, Spirit? Y'all want to say to these folks? Clouds of unknowing. Float on the cloud of the unknown. Surrender to the mystery and embrace the sacred within. And I feel like some of y'all may be closed off to venturing on the unknown. Okay? Also, there are some informations about twin flame connections that are still unknown to us. Okay? You're welcome, baby. But I feel like whatever that information is, with clouds of unknowing, float on the clouds of the unknown, surrender to the mystery, and embrace the sacred within. There are still mysteries when it comes down to these twin flame connections. Okay? There's such thing as quadruple flames and stuff like that, and people don't want to lean into that too much, but some flame connections consist of more bodies than 1, 2. Okay? Gates of opportunity. Pass through the gate of opportunity wherein new paths unfurl with boundless potential. Like I said, there's some things that are being revealed through these gates of opportunity about these twin flame connections, that some connections are more in depth than others. So, we can take what's already been written and say it's in stone, but it's truly not. Okay? The information is vast. We're only scratching the surface of what some of these connections are about. Okay? Walking unscattered. Not unscattered. Yeah. You are fortunate. That might have been a trap right there. But some of y'all, these karmics with these false flames are setting traps for these twin flames, okay? Like I said, with the zodiacs and all that stuff. Me myself, I was fortunate enough to get away from my false twin flames. Whether they let me go or not, I was able to get away from the traps that they was trying to keep me stuck in. Because some of these mugs will do the most to keep you stuck to them, because that energy that you carry, they don't carry it. And once you walk away with that energy, they're left with nothing. And that's why they'll go doing the most, trying to get you back, trying to keep you stuck, with them. And that's not cool, okay? It's not cool that they'll do that. So you have to learn to trust yourself. Let your intuitions be the compass that leads you through murky waters with these false twin flames and karmics. You have to trust yourself in all these situations, because some of them will try to pull the wool over your eyes, because they want to be that. They want to be somebody special. But the truth is, if you want to be special, then treat yourself as such. Start loving yourself. It's not that you can't be special. You gotta want to be special. You gotta want to do the work to be special, to be seen. Even if you ain't divine, or a divine masculine or divine feminine, you still have ancestors that have generational curses that need to be broken. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you going to get your lace fronts and your big bird eyelashes? That's what I call them. No offense to those of you who wear them, but that's what I call them, because I don't know the name of them, because I don't wear them. I just call them big bird lashes. Are you out here trying to get you a fast car, a muscle car? Or are you working on yourself? What are we working on these days? Because the divine masculine and divine feminine is working on themselves. They are reprogramming their minds. They are learning to allow their hearts to remain open and to feel and love deeply. They are learning to give that love unconditionally. They're learning to put healthy boundaries in place with others. They are learning to see the world for what it is. They're learning to express themselves in truth. They're learning to walk alone until their divine time has come and presented themselves for them to join with others of like mind and state. So, even if you're karmic, what are you doing? Are you waiting for somebody to come down and save you and say, hey, your soul leaking over there, go pick it up? Or are you realizing that there's a leak in your system and you're doing the work? If your car breaks down, you put it in the shop, right? Your body, your soul, it's like a car. It needs repair. What are you doing to repair those things? Okay? And if you're not doing anything to repair it, then you're going to be like some people who are lost out here. And instead of repairing the car, a perfectly good body, nothing wrong with the body, but it needs some surgery, but you don't want to pay it because you don't want to put that effort into that no more. Instead, you ditch it and you go try to possess something else, another vehicle. Well, in this case, you can't do that. But you try to do it through magic by grabbing onto somebody else's energy. And that's Grand Theft Auto in Spirit's Eye. And those of you who have been trying to cheat the system, you're going to face some karma. So for the karmics that's in these third parties that are interfering in these twin flame connections, that know the truth, hide the truth, and try to deceive your person. Those who try to use tarot readings to justify the bullshit that they're doing, to pull the wool over your person's eyes. That's who I'm talking to. These karmics that know that they are not divine feminine or divine masculine, but yet they try to portray them anyway. Unlock the patterns. Some of these karmics are gonna feel pain. More pain than they felt before today. Because it didn't just start. Some of these karmics, the stuff you're carrying with you, you've been carrying from lifetimes. And some of y'all want to walk into this divine light. And you can. You can, but you gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta address the pain. Unlock these patterns that you keep finding yourself stuck in. Whether you're lying, you're cheating, you're stealing, you're impersonating, you're using control, forcing your way, doing whatever it takes to be something that you're not. The pain didn't start today. You've lived this loop before. Maybe in love, maybe in lineage. Awareness is key. So those of you who've been living in this pain of wanting to be like somebody else, of wanting to take somebody else's divine fucking seat, of wanting to discredit a true divine feminine so that you can look better than the next. Those of you who sitting up here shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and wish and trying to hide your hands, throwing stones and hiding your hands. The shit you feel, you didn't just start feeling that shit when you met this twin. Whether it be a twin divine feminine or a divine masculine, whichever one you're dealing with. You didn't just start feeling this pain. Some of y'all been feeling this pain because you don't know how to love yourselves. Some of y'all are carrying this pain from past life lineages, from your ancestors. So are you going to stop and look at yourself and learn the lessons and come out of the darkness into the light? Or are you going to stay playing in the darkness, running in circles? Embrace both light and dark. And see, that's the thing. We all got light and dark in us. Even a divine masculine and divine feminine has light and dark aspects. But the thing is, they learn to master the darkness within and use it when needed. I still have darkness in me, but I use it when necessary. It's no longer controlling me. It's no longer in the driver's seat. My light is. Embrace both light and dark. True balance comes from embracing both your light and shadow. Both are necessary for growth. Exactly. You can't have one without the other. But the thing is, if your dark is more in control than your light, then it's time to get that darkness in check. Shit, I have a dark side. I told y'all I keep on a lock and chain. She locked up. She be begging to get out sometime. Like, nope, not today. Sit down. You go sit down, boo-boo, and listen. All right? There is a time and place when you're needed. Right now is not that time. Okay? So you got to embrace your darkness with your light. I try to lean in my light. Actually, it's a balance because I can be light and dark. It's actually a balance. It's like a dance, but there is the deep darkness. Okay, that's within me. The side that can take you there, and that you don't want to take there. That side is the one I keep locked up. Okay, because if I let her out, I'd probably be in the penitentiary some damn well. But that's just on the real. If I let my dark side out, man, she's a motherfucker to deal with, you know? Y'all think my light is a motherfucker. Boy, meet my darkness. Woo-hoo. She's a beast and a half. But, you know, we all got her. Or him. We all have a darkness. I have mine. I joke about mine. I love my darkness, though. Because my darkness got me out of some dark places. Because they could see better than my light. Check that, though. Did you catch what I just said? My darkness got me out of some dark places. Now they're saying, you know they're saying fight fire with fire? Fight fire with fire. Well, I fight darkness with darkness. But the whole time I'm the light. Catch that. The whole time I'm the light. Because I'm in control of that darkness that I'm unleashing. But I don't just unleash my darkness just because I know it's there. My darkness is there to protect me. Okay? My darkness is out that bitch I wish you would type energy. You know? That's my darkness. But she's in check. She's in check till you piss her off. And then I still don't let her all the way off the leash. I better not let her off the leash. Man. If my darkness ever come out the leash, some motherfuckers in trouble. That's all I'ma say. And all you motherfuckers that hee ha ha and did what you did. And then try to say I was the one. Baby, you don't know the half. You ain't seen shit. You ain't seen shit when it comes to my dark side. You just saw a preview. The fuck? But those who are in the dark do have the ability to cross over into the light. It's up to you to choose who you're going to be. What you going to do? Are you going to keep being ratchet? Are you going to keep being thoughts, hoes, bitches, sluts? You know? And that goes for the men too. All right? Are you going to keep being low vibrational? Huh? Are you going to keep being holding hatred in your heart towards others? Which way are you going to choose? Or are you going to choose to pick your battles wisely? To know when your darkness is necessary. Some people thrive on their darkness. Some people thrive on it. And that's not always good because sometimes that darkness can mask your light and put it out. You know? And those that allowed that darkness to put their light out was the ones that broke their soul contracts. Some bonds are meant for growth and not forever. When the lesson ends, the contract dissolves. You are free to walk away, you know? And when those people that allow their darkness to consume them and they break their own spiritual contracts with their ancestors, even if you're not a twin flame, you have contracts with your ancestors that you came here to break some curses, to heal, to grow, to learn, to transform, to evolve. But we stay stuck and stagnant and low vibrational. We stay low to the ground when, what that card say, put your wings on and fly. You have to choose who you're going to be. But some of y'all won't. due to whatever's transpired in your past, some of y'all refuse to heal your heart spaces because you feel like what you've gone through in your past is too difficult for you to unpack. You hold on to that lingering pain. So when you see others in a space of joy, you seek to destroy it because you feel like you don't deserve that, and you don't think nobody else around you deserves that, and you got to come out of that energy. You got to come out of that and purify your heart and let go of lingering pains and make peace for your joy. Make space for your joy. Your heart deserves to feel the light again, but you got to choose. I can't force you. Ain't nobody gonna force you. But at some point, something that you're gonna go through is gonna trigger it. Because some of y'all live in this dark energy because of the simple fact you're too afraid to process or unpack what you've packed all your pain away, and you tried to mask. Put some mask. It's like you put all your pain in a box and tried to seal it up. Not happening. Every time you try to seal that box up, it bursts back loose, and it shows up in your physical life. That's because you're not dealing with this stuff, okay? And you think just because you got a house, you got a car, you got money, you're doing something. No, that does not heal your soul. Just because you got money, just because you got a house, just because you got some type of status in this world, don't mean that your heart is not heavy. That just means I got a lot of things to disguise my misery. That's what that means to me. I got a lot of places to pretend that I'm happy, to pretend that I'm this joyful, loving person, but behind closed doors, I'm miserable as fuck. Around certain individuals, I show my ass. I am the meanest, nastiest, most spiteful person you ever meet. But to certain people that I need to keep a certain light to, I'm the best fucking thing walking. You know? Social media is the best place for that. We paint these pictures on our profiles that we're just like the happiest folks. You know, we're healthy. We're because we eat healthy, we're good. No, just because you eat healthy don't mean you good. If you have any type of addictions, whether it be drinking, sexual, hell, even gossip is addiction. Some people gossip so much they can't even stop themselves, and they wonder why, because you're addicted to it. You get some type of high off of it. Even gossip can be addictive. But are you trying to heal these addictions? Excuse me, trying is a failing word. Are you doing the work to heal your addictions and afflictions? The things that keep you stuck in this dark ass energy, this low vibrational energy, in these wounds that you keep trying to pack away and not want to deal with and not want to face. Are you? I hope so. Because there's more to this life than just the physical body and the things that you see with your physical eyes. It's so much deeper than that. If you look at the next person beside you and you look at, oh, I hate them, I can't stand them. I'm going to tell you, first of all, before you stand 10 toes down on that statement, look at that person again. And take note to the things that you don't like about that person. And then look at yourself and see how you operate out that same energy. And if you operate out that same energy, then that is an open invitation for you to heal those things in yourself that you saw in somebody else that just gave you a mirror of the things you didn't like about yourself. Because that's all they was, a mirror. Everybody you encounter is a reflection of you in some way, form, or aspect. And if you healed those wounds, although healing is a daily chore, because every time you encounter somebody, there is a form of healing that needs to take place, especially if they're operating out of lower vibration than you. There's going to be a healing that needs to take place. Even me being a mother, I have to constantly heal because my children are still learning to be high vibrational beings. You know? And sometimes my children be the main ones that I have to constantly shield my energy from because they are learning. I don't blame them because they have to be taught. And if nobody ever taught you, then I suggest that you go back. And how do you do that? How do you go back? Get you a pen and some paper. And you sit down with yourself. Write all the pain out on paper. Put all your pain on paper so you can see it. And just in that small act of just writing out that pain on that paper, you'll then realize that, hey, I just unpacked some things. You see, I put it on paper, now I can see it. And it's oddly, I don't feel it so much as I used to. It works, y'all. Journaling is a very therapeutic practice to healing. But, you know, some of y'all think, oh, it's too soon, I got time. No, it's not too soon. It's never too soon to start working on yourself. It's never too soon to start working on yourself. Every opportunity that you have to work on yourself is a moment that you give your soul some growth. It's like planting a seed and never watering it. When will it grow? When will it grow? Because if you ain't giving it water and sunlight and giving it the proper conditions it needs to grow and evolve, that plant is never going to grow. It's never going to produce. Prime example, my baby bought I don't even know what it was. I think it was a Venus flytrap. I don't know shit about growing no Venus flytraps. I attempted it. It did not grow because I did not give it the proper conditions that it needed to grow. You know, I just put it in the soil and put some water on it and hoped it do its thing. You know, and she didn't do no work to keep it together. It was her plant. That's why I didn't put no responsibility in it. You know, I'm like, okay, it's your plant. I helped you put it together, the seed planted, you know. But she didn't maintain it. She didn't grow it. Why? Because she has not been taught to. And neither have I. I don't know how to take care of a Venus flytrap, but I can teach myself how. So the next one she bring home, I plan to be prepared to be able to grow it and let it actually grow and catch some flies. You know what I'm saying? But hey, until you know it, it will elude you. So, you know, some of y'all don't know you're broken because of the way of the world. Some of y'all don't even know you're broken because of the way of this world. The way of the world is, so therefore you're following the trends and you're keeping up with the trends, but don't realize it's broken. The system is broken. But when you walk on this earth and you seeing the chaos and the fuck shit happening, you know, even animals got more sense. I was looking, that's like today, I was looking and it brought me to tears that animals had more sense. Some animals had more sense than humans to be more kinder to a human. And we humans don't know how to be kind to ourselves. But an animal went out their way to make sure a child didn't fall out in the water to catch a ball. Instead, it pulled the child down to the ground and made the child sit and ran in the water and got the ball itself and gave it to the child. But where was the parents? Recording their child in danger to get a like and to get a view. But the animal had sense. The animal saw the danger and pulled that child away from the danger and rescued the ball and gave it to that child. And that small act of kindness and awareness from an animal brought me to tears. Because I'm like, why can't we be like that? Why aren't we like that? Because the system is broken. I was watching another reel. White man viciously attacking a police officer. Instead of the police officer pulling their gun trying to shoot this man, instead they ran from the man and called for backup and kept running from the man until backup got there. Then when backup got there, they tased the man. A black man did the same thing. That officer did not call for backup. That officer took 3 steps back and then opened fire. Shot the man dead. Why was that? Why? Why was those same scenarios treated differently? One of those people had, and well, I can't say, because I would like to test the person that did not shoot the white man against the black person to see if they would have the same results. And if they had the same results, then I would say that person has a good heart. And they knew right from wrong. And they knew that there was another way. But because I don't have that study, that information to see how that same officer that had to face down the white man that was attacking them, I can't formulate whether that person was acting out of kindness, knowing that what this man was going through, whatever he was going through, even though he was posing a threat with a knife in his hand, she chose not to shoot him. I just wonder, would her choice be the same if that had been a black man? And for the white cop that shot the black man dead, who had no weapon but was wanting to fist fight him, if a white man was doing him the same way, I wonder would he have shot that white man, or would we get different results? Either way, I got a feeling that the woman probably would have acted the same had they been black or white. But that man would have acted differently had that been a white man charging him. Because I feel like that woman knew right from wrong, that life was more precious. And that's all life. But then you got some people out here who think because the flesh is a different shade that they're less than or undeserving of. They don't see that individual as a life. And I think that's fucked up. I really do. So those of you who walk around here with hatred in your heart for anybody or anything, for any reason, you are being called to look at yourselves, to see where that pain come from see how you've been walking your life in darkness. And some of it didn't just start today. It started long before you. A pattern that keeps repeating itself. You know? This racism shit got to stop too. And I'm picking it up off this dark and like heart. I'm picking this racism up off of this dark, embrace the dark and light. It's time for us to address this dark and light bullshit that we got going on. This racism. Because neither of us are better than the other. Neither. We all have our flaws. We all have goodness and we all have bad in us. And if you can raise your hand and pull a trigger because someone's skin is darker than you, and then holler you felt threatened, but then turn around and face the same situation with someone of the same complexion of you, but did not feel threatened, you really need to sit down and evaluate yourself. Okay? All right, Spirit, what else? Step in divine timing. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Trust the delays. They're aligning your path. So, for some of y'all, when it comes to these twin flame connections, you need to step in divine timing. Everything, like I said, I am walking with the flow of this connection. You know? If he send me a tidal wave, I'm going to give him a surfboard and surf it. You know? Whatever comes down the energetic cord, I'm embracing it, because whatever's going to line up for me is going to line up for me the way it's supposed to. And until it's in alignment, I'm not skipping out on the assignment. Hello, come on with it. And until it's in alignment, I'm not skipping out on the assignment. I'm not giving up. Okay? So I don't care what karmics done said and did and how they twisted my twins' perception of me. I am not giving up, you know, because of the simple fact I know that it's bigger than you, it's bigger than him, and it's damn sure bigger than me as to why we're even on these paths and these journeys. So whatever's meant for me is going to align in its divine timing. And the same thing for you. Even the karmics, whether it's to get some karma or to create these change, to come away from this racism shit, or treating people indifferent, or with a disdain as if you are above them, or treating people less than because they have not. Whatever diversities that you are causing others because of your grandiose idea of yourself, there will be a divine time for things to come to pass for you when it comes to karma. Okay? Even if you ain't faced it yet. And some of y'all are getting, it's kind of like a hailstorm. You know, you may be getting hit here and there, you know, but it ain't swept you up yet. It will eventually. Just give it time. And those of you who are still operating out of this racism energy, in divine timing, the truth will align. And you're going to be faced with the truth of your ancestral lineage. And you're going to have to walk away with it, from it. Because eventually this world is going to get tired of it. Everybody's going to get tired of this indifference of light and dark. A lot of you, some of y'all, still practice it because you're people pleasing. because you're too afraid to stand up to that one next to you. Out of fear of being ostracized or treated poorly yourself. Some of y'all are still stuck in this racism shit and don't even want to be in it. But because there's some type of code of conduct, you keep yourself stuck. You're going to break free eventually when you realize there's more people standing up against it than there is with it. Okay? You just got to trust yourself that the divine time is going to come to pass for you to free yourself from it. This racism shit's going to die. It's just being delayed right now. Why? Because people's hearts are waking up. Release the past wounds. Old wounds hold your energy hostage. Let go of what no longer serves you and make peace for healing. So those of you who of the white race who are healing from your ancestral past, I commend you. You are allowing your hearts to heal and looking at people as a balanced. You are embracing that both dark and light has a balance. And those of you who are healing your hearts towards what you've been taught, I commend you. But those of you who are still sitting in this hatred, that still want to perpetuate this bullshit about black people or this and minorities or that, your time is coming. It's just delayed. It's just delayed. Okay? But I feel like the Most High may be giving some of y'all time to have a change of heart. You know, I spoken on it last time, a long time ago, that it was time for y'all to clean up your own side of the street. And I've been witnessing that. Some of y'all are standing up and cleaning up your side of the street with this racism shit. And I appreciate that. I really do. So don't think you're not noticed. But don't be doing it just to be seen either. Do it from your heart. Because that's what truly matters. All right. I don't know why racism came up, but it did. Disguise. Use your true side. What I say, some of y'all are disguising yourselves. Use your true side to yourself and others to take off the mask and disguise and stop creating illusions. You have confidence in yourself and you have shown your good side. So the Most High, so those of you who are still perpetuating this hate shit, but that ain't who you is, you're hiding with hide because of fear of being ostracized or targeted by these people, very people that you support. You've already had a change of heart. And the Most High is saying to take off your disguise. Okay? It's time for you to stop disguising yourself in the midst of the bullshit. Alright? Stop hiding. You don't need to hide or prove anything. You replace shame with the power of love and truth. Wait at your ease for the exhausted enemy and enjoy its success. So it's time for you to stop hiding and take off your disguise and stand the fuck up. Because there's a path for you with road. There's somewhere you're meant to be. Long as you keep hiding amidst the bullshit, you're missing your path. It's passing you by. You're being delayed. Okay? Because you're still sitting there. It's like you're in neutral. Okay? And I feel like it's time to put your gears in drive so you can get on your road, your path. Nothing can keep you off the road to light because you have full confidence in yourself. Be aware of the infinite qualities and attributes, abilities, and know that with God, you can do anything. All the power you need is in your heart. So yeah, the Most High is calling to some of y'all to take a risk. To take this risk and stand up. And stand up against this. You know, I'm going to use my situation as a black woman. okay, who got chased by a lot of people who wanted my head on a rope, okay, and hung from a tree. A lot of people are like, how did you survive it? I trusted God and my ancestors, and that's how I survived it. I did not survive those attacks alone. I did not drive those streets alone. I was lost half the way. And it's crazy because I was sitting here and I don't sing this song, but I kept saying it yesterday. And now it makes sense. Now I see why I was singing that Amazing Grace. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was lost in the midst of them Amazing Grace folks. I was running in them streets trying to keep myself alive. Barely have time to stop and close my eyes and sleep. Sometimes having to power myself on energy drinks and coffee just to stay woke, because if I stopped, I would be attacked. Driving for hours on end and no help. They was relentless in their pursuit. They really was. But I'm going to tell you this. My faith is what kept me going. And God showed me, my ancestors showed me, they was with me through the signs and synchronicities that I saw along my path when my life was in danger. And some people, oh, you're just foolish. You're just foolish. You're just crazy. No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. Everything I ever shared with y'all is the absolute truth, so help me God. I wasn't crazy. I wasn't making this shit up. It all happened. And I got away. I survived. All 4 imposed car wrecks that never happened. It was supposed to happen, and they executed them perfectly. But I survived it. Unscathed. The poison. I can't tell you how many times they poisoned me. Gassed me in the lifts. Get in a lift and I'm getting gassed. With poisonous gas that's choking me. Tears. I couldn't breathe. I survived it. Can I tell you that my life was in danger? And somehow, unbeknownst to me, because I didn't do anything, I just followed the guidance that I was given. And I survived it all. I listened to my intuition. I trusted myself. And I survived it. And I knew God had my back. I don't know who your higher power be. Whoever your higher power is. And if you don't believe in God, whoever you love the most is no longer here with us. You believed in them. They protected you. Well, they're protecting you now. All I know is I made it through it. And I'm so thankful. Because I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here according to the karmics that was after my life. I'm not supposed to be alive today, according to the politicians that paid for the gang stalking. There's chatter that I'm unstoppable, I'm unkillable. They've tried everything. They tried everything. Poisoning me. They tried gang stalking me. They tried attacking me. Raping me. They even taunted me so much to the point they wanted me to kill myself. It didn't work. None of it worked. When they couldn't kill me, when they sent their assassins after me, and I mean these are paid hitmen, real hitmen. When they sent them after me, and their attempts to kill me did not work, it would have worked on somebody else, but it didn't work on me. 555 on the clock. It didn't work on me. Angel number 555. Signals a major positive life change and transformation, acting as a divine nudge to embrace new opportunities and with confidence. Trust the process and step out of your comfort zone. It signifies a period of new beginnings, growth, and freedom, urging you to release old patterns and align your choices with the authentic path. Hello? Ain't that what I've been speaking about? This number is empowering, is a powerful message that signifies change. That significant changes are on the horizon, and these shifts are for your highest good. Positive transformations are encouraging you to welcome these changes with an open heart and positive attitude, as they will lead to a new stage of growth. 555 symbolizes freedom, discovery, and hold on, I lost my place. And the start of new adventures, encouraging you to pursue opportunities aligned with your passions. What I just speak of, trusting my intuition. It prompts you. It's a prompt to trust your inner wisdom and make decisions that align with your authentic values and aspirations. This number encourages you to try new experiences, changing yourself, and be open to the unknown. Release the old. Be ready to let go of what no longer serves you, whether it's old habits, limited beliefs, or toxic relationships, to make space for the new. In love, it signals new connections or a need to bring more excitement and adventure into existing relationships. It suggests a time of exploring fulfilling career paths, or to take a leap of faith with new ventures. Stay positive when you see this number. Maintain optimistic outlook, even when changes feel daunting. Reflect on this number. Take time to reflect on your current situation and what you truly desire in your life. Then take action. Be open to the new opportunities and take calculated steps outside your comfort zones to move forward. And then be mindful. Engage in practices like prayer or meditation to deepen your connection to divine guidance. And that's what I went through. 555. When they was chasing me and my life was depending on me to listen to my guidance. When my life duped the hitman. When my guidance duped the hitman. And these were some professionals. They were professionals. You see? So whoever you are that I'm talking to now when it comes to this race, you've had a change of heart. You don't see the minority or black man the way that you used to. But you still pretend because you're still around these type of people. It's time for you to come out that comfort zone. You're comfortable there. That's why you're still there. You're pretending to be what you're not. It's time for you to walk away. And I hope you take heed because, like I said, something is being delayed. Okay? So you're pussyfooting around, procrastinating, break free of this. It's time for you to take a risk because your ancestors could be trying to get you to take this risk to get free, or you're scared to take this risk to get free. But you need to trust yourself and trust the guidance that you're getting. All right? Step into divine timing. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Trust. So those who keep operating in this energy, this racism energy, what's meant for them ain't passing by. It's just delayed because there's some people that needs to get the fuck out the way. Okay? That's had change of hearts. They're aligning your path. Your ancestors, the Most High, your spirit guides are aligning your path to set you free. But you're going to have to take off your mask. Stop hiding and hit the road and take a risk and trust yourself. All right? Because whatever is being delayed, I feel like it's going to be unleashed. So those of you who are still in these factions or organizations that promote hate, but you've had a change of heart, here's your call to get free from it, okay? Because something's coming. And I feel like it's going to be ugly, all right? I feel like something's ugly coming. Some karma's going to be dished out. And I feel like you really need to get out of the situation. Get away from these people. Right. With healing sonar, hold your frequency, cultivate positive emotions, evolve eternally. That was in reverse. Because these people ain't going to change. They're not going to evolve, and they're going to keep you stuck right where you at. But if you don't heed this warning, with the bull of strength, masculine force, flame, resolute, rules, leadership, dominance, control, power, commanding presence. There's an energy that's gonna blow through this organization, like a force you ain't never seen before. Okay, and this card is back out again. Follow moon, balanced mind. Yeah, these people do not have a balanced mind. Okay, and they, with the moon, follow moon, they do shit under the cover of darkness. Or you could be a feminine energy. Oh shit. You may be a feminine energy that's in this organization. I meant to call it an organization. You may be a feminine energy that's in this organization, but you wear a disguise pretending like you're still white power, but you're not. You need to move away, okay? Yeah, the gate's open, okay? You no longer want with members. Yeah, the laws, okay? These people done some illegal shit, and with members only, barred from entry. The entry's been open because you're no longer a member in your heart, okay? And your ancestors are saying because your heart has changed, they're giving you the heads up. I don't know who you are, where you are, but I feel like you're a feminine energy. You're being told to move, okay? To get out of this organization like quick, fast, in a hurry, because what they don't know, there is some legal documents, all right, with defendant innocent. It was in reverse. These people are not innocent, okay? And there's something that it could be even be a judge that's not innocent. That's part of this organization. Okay? But they need to move because the Most High is coming through with confronting the beast within me. These people finna confront the beast within the Most High. He's finna come through and tear this organization down. And your ancestors is trying to warn you like, hey, your heart has changed. It's time for you to come away from this organization because it's about to be torn down. Tell me about defendant innocent. Okay, so you may be afraid to leave this organization because you may be in a relationship with this judge. Oh, shit. So, because we got karmic relationship. But you're being asked to leave because you may be a fucking twin flame, okay? Who knows? There's being called to go on your twin flame journey, but you're in some type of hate organization and whoever you're connected to is a karmic and they are a judge. And they are not innocent, okay? With members only, you feel like you're not going to get free of this situation, but you're not a member of this organization. It's time to get gone, okay? Your heart is not with what you're doing or what you're affiliating with. Yeah, keys on the ring. Yeah, there's other options for you. And what you're going to find out is that you're dating this judge, right? You're in a relationship with this judge. Guess what? They cheating on you. They having one night stands. Okay? They are also treating you with as an option. Ooh, shit. And you need to stand up and love yourself and walk away from this here energy. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I feel like I'm talking to a feminine energy who is inside this organization and they stand keeping themselves stuck to this organization even though they don't have the same viewpoints anymore. They've seen life differently. Okay, you're in a connection with a judge who's cheating on you, and they're part of the reason why you won't leave. Okay, this person, this judge may even be forcing themselves on you. All right, or forcing their ways on you. Oh, that's the wrong deck. Thanks, Spirit. I thought I picked up the same deck. Hold on. Tell me more about this judge. Danger approaching. Okay. Oh shit, I split the deck. A sense of foreboding fills the air and weighs on your mind. A lurking menace stalking you and keeps you alert. Our hidden fears resurface and past wounds reopen with doubt. If you don't face this together, these unresolved emotions will only grow stronger. So you stay stuck in this connection because you have some unresolved things, but your ancestors and the Most High is trying to offer you a new beginning. So damn, so you mean tell me there's somebody that's racist that's a twin flame? That's what I'm getting, just to confirm. Yeah. Oh shit, and your person may be a person of color. Oh shit. Oh shit. So I don't know if you're feminine or masculine, whichever one you is. But you're in a hate organization. That organization is about to be that chapter or charter of that organization is about to be blown down. There's a judge that's within this charter or chapter that you're in. You're not in this wholeheartedly. Your heart is transformed, and you've actually possibly met your twin flame, which is what caused this change in your heart. They are a different ethnicity of you. You're Caucasian and they're African American. Oh shit! And they're your twin flame. Okay. With new beginnings, you're being asked to leave this judge and this organization behind you. All right, this person cheating on you anyway. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. It's time for you to let go of this judge and love you. But this person is not innocent. Okay? They have many options, and it's time for you to make a decision. They do unconventional string alongs and one night stands. Okay? It's time with the start button. It's time to start a new beginning. You could be 49 or 33 or 49, or this judge could be 49 and you're 33. All right, it says pressing life reset button and setting new intentions. Gaining fresh perspective and seeing the world anew. Embracing new beginnings and letting go of the past. So yeah, you're being called to let go. And this is possibly how you feel. Even with this distance, I know we are never truly apart. You know this person. Oh shit. So you may even be a masculine with the moon energy in reverse. And maybe the judge is a female. Either way, one of y'all is not the judge, who's a twin flame. The judge is karmic, okay? And they're cheating on you. And danger is approaching this situation that you're in. And you're being called with, because these are zombies, okay? The Most High is calling this hate group zombies, okay? Anyway, you're being called to move away from this situation. It says even, because you've met your twin flame, you could have had a one night stand with your twin flame. It says, even with this distance, I know we are never truly apart. Our new beginning is always within reach. So you've met your twin flame who is African American. And they made you have a change of heart against black people. Hey. Lord have mercy. Yep. Symphius. Like Symphius, endlessly pushing the boulder uphill only for it to roll back down, making endless sacrifice for someone who doesn't appreciate it. That's who this judge is. They don't appreciate you. You keep trying to give them love and they push it. A hopeless cycle of extortion and defeat. Yeah, danger again. You're really being warned. I'm sorry for dragging you into this task. It feels like we're both pushing that boulder up the hill only to see it roll back down. So this twin flame has experienced the same thing. They've loved somebody, kept pushing love on this person, and they pushing only to have their hearts pushed back on them. Nobody, the danger. Okay? Y'all could be be in danger, because I got 2 danger cards out here. You and your twin flame could be in danger. Fatal blow. I said, okay, yeah. There's 2 types of dangers here. There's the danger of this organization trying to hurt your twin flame. Gotcha. And then there's the danger of the Most High finna blow this organization up, because I said that and here go a bomb. Okay? It says the doctrine of mutually assured destruction. Prevent conflict. So the Most High is finna blow this organization up to prevent further conflict, and you're being guided to take a risk and move away from this situation because you've met your twin flame who's African American, and you're no longer feeling the way you felt. They've changed your heart about the minority. Okay? Yeah, if you don't, this could be very bad. Whatever the damage the Most High is going to cause to this organization is irreversible damage in the sight. And facing the conflict head on could have prevented total destruction. So if you don't listen to this warning, which they're trying to prevent this total destruction towards you, okay, they're trying to set you free. If you don't take heed to this message, you're going to wind up getting caught up in this here. That's irreversible damage. All right? So have some faith that God got you. Have some faith that you and your person is protected, divinely protected. And get out the way because this bomb is dropping. Okay? This bomb is dropping that the Most High is dropping on this organization. And some people are going to jail with imprisonment. Consequences and non-complacence can be served and lasting, severe and lasting. Disregard for rules disrupt order. So this judge may have, so this judge may have put people behind bars because they were black and they was innocent. The defendants were innocent and they got put behind bars. Disregard for blue rules dispute orders. Invites conflict. Hidden legal dangers lurk. Threaten your peace. What I say? 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 Y'all better listen. What I say? What I say? Okay, something's gonna malfunction within this organization. It already has malfunctioned. But if you listen, you will be successful. Bang, bang, it's time to go. Okay? You might hear a gunshot. Somebody's car may break down around you. And that's your sign to get gone. You could be messaging your person in private, talking to them digitally. Yeah. You have a deadline to whoever I'm talking to. You have a deadline. Focus on what can be done now and not what has been delayed. So don't focus. Okay, get gone. You have a deadline. Break the cycle of procrastination with small steps. So every day you need to be taking steps to get free of this situation until you are free. Think they are trapped in a procrastination cycle with no end in sight. Yeah, I feel like half your ancestors feel like you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna listen because you're too comfortable and you're afraid of taking a risk. And half your ancestors are rooting for you to take this risk. But that's with soul contract. Some of your ancestors has broken their contract with you because you've had a change of heart, and that's okay. Because the ones that still love you and protect you, and glad that you had this break of heart. Break of heart. They had to break your heart in order for you to feel love again. Confirmation. Okay? So, whoever this African American is that you fell in love with, this judge was meant to tear your heart apart, and they did. And telling you this news that they're cheating on you right now, having one night stands and shit, treating you like an option. This judge is doing that because that's what they meant to do. Okay? But whatever this judge is doing, they finna go to jail. Boom. And they're gonna be mad as fuck. But they don't know they being watched. So if you're in a hate group and you're no longer a hater, You've had a change of heart and you've been dating in a karmic relationship with a judge. Baby, your ancestors that still love you and rooting for you are warning you that you no longer belong to this club. You belong elsewhere. And you might want to walk out that door before it's too late. You do have a deadline to get free of this situation, because the Most High is going to drop the fatal blow. I said that. Okay? Angel number 33. Then as soon as I said there's 333 on top. Man, even though that's not what I was looking for, I got a 2015 biographical disaster. What the fuck? That's not what I was looking for. Angel number 33. A master number signifying divine guidance, spiritual awakening, and creative expression. It encourages trust in your intuition, embrace your compassion and balance in pursuit of personal goals. This powerful number can indicate that you are on the right path, and supported by spiritual forces. So if you fell in love with a black man and you use a racist, you're on the right path. And you're, I don't mean to say it like that, but that's just how it came out, okay? And you are being called to deepen your spiritual connection and serve others. Hello. You may even be able to take what you know about this organization to help others. Divine guidance and support. Seeing this number suggests that angels of higher power are providing guidance and reassurance, letting you know you are not alone on your journey. Spiritual awakening. You can be a catalyst for spiritual growth. What I just said. Whatever you've gone through and learned while being in this organization, you can be a catalyst of spiritual growth, of helping others break free of these chains that bind them that you've experienced. Not only that, you can help keep them in check. Hello? Oh, Lord. It can be a catalyst of spiritual growth, encouraging you to deepen your connection with your intuition and spiritual world. Creativity and self-expression. And number 33 is linked to creativity, urging you to use your talents and communicate your ideas effectively. Compassion and balance. It emphasizes the importance of kindness, compassion towards yourself and others, and maintaining balance in your life. Manifestations and goals. Angel number 33 encourages you to pursue your goals and dreams with confidence, as it suggests your desire to closure to become reality. So you've been wanting to get free of this judge. So they encouraging you to stand truthfully in your truth. Hello, sister or brother or whoever you are of another mother and race. You need to stand up. Hello. Stand on your own 2 feet and be 10 toes down in your decision and walk free of this situation. Let not one weapon formed against me prosper. And keep moving forward. This number often appears when significant changes are on the horizon, signaling that it's time to welcome them with an open heart for greater fulfillment. So you have a change of heart against the minorities, against racism. You want to open your heart up and welcome people of differences. It's time to do that. Trust your intuition. Pay attention to your gut feelings and inner wisdom, as they will guide you towards your true path. Embrace positive change. Be open to new beginnings and changes coming into your life. Approach them with a positive outlook. Be kind and serve others. Angel number 33 encourages you to spread positivity and serve others, which can bring immense joy and satisfaction. Because you're miserable where you at. Deepen your spiritual practice. Connect with your spiritual self. Explore inner peace. And engage in practices that foster harmony. Okay, so like I taught somebody recently, even if you don't believe in the spiritual shit, you know, you do have ancestors that lived and walked this earth, that died and passed away. If you don't believe in like buying spiritual money, all right, then you can take a piece of paper, write on that paper and turn it into money for your ancestors. Your intentions, what it's for. Put your love in there and make sure you send this money to the people that you know without a shadow of doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. You could have a country accent or your ancestors. I don't know why I started talking like that. Okay? But without a shadow of a doubt that you knew loved you. Maybe the one of them talk like this. I don't know. I don't know why the fuck I'm talking like this. But excuse me, y'all. I be channeling sometimes and it be surprising me. But anyway, whoever talk like that, okay, make sure they loved you without a shadow of doubt, okay, before you send this spiritual money to them, because they may take it and use it against you, because some of them are against you because you ain't like they folks used to be. You've changed, your heart's better, which is good. You're meant to break these generational curses within our bloodline. So make sure that when you send that spiritual money that she's about to tell you how to create, make sure you send it to only those that love you. Keep them other bitches broke. Damn. Okay. All right. So, I don't know who ancestor that was. That shit funny. Okay, so when you make this spiritual money, your intention is everything. You take a sheet of paper, just like you write a love note, okay? To the higher power that be that you believe in. You send this money up as an offering. I made sure my folks is filthy fucking rich. Okay? They got an infinite supply of wealth. I don't, you know. So make sure you send this up there, right? You write on that paper what you're sending them, the amount of money you're sending them, right? And there's no limit to that. You're right, and if you know their names, put their name on there, okay? It's like you're sending a wire transfer to your ancestors on the spiritual realm, okay? But your intentions is the full matter of the situation. Do it with love as well. And you write out this check to your ancestors. And once you write it, burn it. And believe that they got it. Okay? That's all it takes. A little faith and a little intention. Who is that? I don't know who ancestor this is, but they country as fuck. Say a little faith and a little intention. Oh shit. Somebody else us a country as hell. They're country bucking like a mud. But they want you to know that you're on the right path with walking away from racism, and they're proud of you. You are breaking a generational curse within your bloodline, and they are so proud of you. Okay, although you got some ancestors with these zombie hands that ain't pleased, but they just gonna have to sit down. Okay, they may start fucking with you though. That's why your ancestors telling you to send you. Why send your ancestors spiritual money? Because you give them money in the spiritual to buy armor, to keep themselves from becoming slave to magic. Okay? To arm and protect themselves, and to arm and protect you. Alright? My ancestors filthy fucking rich. Okay? Even some of the ones that don't like me. I got some hush money for them, you know? Hush, be quiet, sit down, don't do their bidding. I got you. You know? That type shit. So, if you're not afraid to go purchase ancestral money, then go do that. But put the person's name on it. Okay, before you burn, you can stick it in the envelope. If you buy ancestral money, you can stick it in the envelope and address it to the person that you know passed away, that loved you without a shadow of a doubt when they was walking this earth. And I ain't talking about nobody that treated you love halfway with love. Okay, this is somebody you know loved you without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, and they can disperse that money throughout your ancestral lineage to those who are on your side. Okay. And that's what I want you to do. Write them out a check. And when you write this check out, hell, it could be a check out your own goddamn wallet if you don't mind missing one. But, you know, write them out a check, but you don't cash this check. You say it's, you know, who would you address it to, who it's going to. Tell them what you needed to use it for. Make sure you put instructions in on how they to spend this money now. Okay? I put some instructions, some stipulations on how they was to spend this money. So make sure you put some stipulations on there. Okay? So that it serves your highest good. And CYOB is what I'm going to tell you when you do this. Alright? Make sure you cover your ass on all fronts. But, write the spiritual money out, and then you burn it. And then you let it go and you release it. But address it to who you know loved you, who supported you without a shadow of a doubt when they walked this earth. Alright? And send it to your ancestors so they can help protect you, man. Okay? And then, next time you walk in a room, you stand with your head up high. Next time you first face to face with another racist and you're watching them discriminate against another, you speak up. Don't be afraid. Your ancestors right there with you. When I tell you that's some powerful shit, bro, or sis. God with you too, but I don't know if you believe in God. I hope you do, but you know, to each his own. But trust me when I say, when you give them some spiritual, you give them some power, okay, to back you up, you know, you're helping your ancestors that way to be more powerful in your defense, okay, to go pay for court up there where they at, all right? The spiritual realm is an alternate realm of this universe, of what we're living in. Although there's different dimensions. Whoever I'm talking to, your ancestors is on the plane that's similar to ours. It's like a mirrored dimension. And they need spiritual money. And you need to send it up. Okay? And don't be afraid. It ain't no bad gonna happen to you. Ain't no wrong gonna happen to you. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Nothing. Okay? So send that spiritual money up to your ancestors. Even if you don't believe in it. Believe in it for once. Just send it up there. What is it going to hurt? You just write a note and burn it. You know, ain't gonna hurt nobody. All right. So there you have it, folks. I'm done. Actually, that was it. Unless they want to talk about something else, I'm gonna pull a final message, and then I'm gonna get up out of here because I've been on here 3.5 hours. Good Lord. But 33 is definitely relevant for you, whoever you be. All right, Spirit. Final messages from the Most High. I just got told to ask you a question. Ancestors want to ask you a question. Or the Most High do, one of them. Or both. So take it how it resonate. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. How you doing? Alright, Spirit. You ain't gotta run. I ain't gonna bite you. I don't bite. Unless I'm getting frisky now. That's to your mouth. What y'all want to ask this person? This little deck is difficult to shuffle. It don't want to cooperate. I guess because I don't use it that much. It says, what has your life taught you about taking risk and embracing discomfort? All right, so that's one question they want you to ask yourself while you're in this hate group. What's your why? And is it strong enough to inspire your best self? So, there you go. Those are 2 questions they want to ask you. You smoke tobacco or chew tobacco? It says, I reap what I sow. Also, tobacco is protection, spiritually. You might want to offer them some tobacco with your offering. That's also spiritual protection. It says, today I remember that all I think and all I do will come back to me in some way. I understand that I reap the fruits of what I sow and fill my life with thoughts of deeds of abundance, light, and love. I sow these seeds knowing I will harvest the greatest of riches. Okay? So, what has your life taught you about taking risk and embracing discomfort? And what's your why? And is it strong enough to inspire you to be your best self? All right. So make sure you're asking yourself these questions. And then on the bottom of the deck, what limiting beliefs are you ready to challenge and change? So some people might come with you. You might be having a conversation with somebody. You might have some people that wants to come away from there. And if you are trying to get somebody to leave with you, it might be best for you let their own intuition guide them. Because sometimes people got karma and you don't want it following you. Okay, it's following them and you don't want it following you. So be cautious of that. All right, good folks. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful and useful and got you where you need to be and got you right. I know I cuss and I say a lot of shit, but everything I say and do, it comes from love. I don't get on this channel if I didn't love doing what I do. Okay? So I'm sending y'all out with peace, love, and light. And those of you who are living in the darkness, it's time to balance that shit out with some light. You got good and bad and everywhere in this world. question is, how are you living yourself? Okay? Are you a good force or a bad force?